race in just over 10 minutes time. Coming up in the finals, we're going to start with the women's 200 meters freestyle. That is up first from bang on 5 o'clock. We're going to go straight to the men's 200 meters breaststroke, the women's 200 meters backstroke will follow that. Then we've got the men's multi-classification 200 meters IM. Our para events are super important across the course of this week because athletes can qualify to the points of the British team heading up to Singapore for the World Parasailing Championships over there in September. The women's multi-class 400 meters freestyle will be the bull following the 200 medley, and then we've got the men's 100 meters fly too. And on page 2 of the schedule, we have even more events for you. The women's 50 meters butterfly, the men's multi-class 100 meters butterfly, the women's MC 50 meters butterfly will round up our individual events, and then we have 2 relay finals to close. Last night the relays were decided gold and silver by 1/100th of a second. Simply incredible.
Hello and welcome to day 5 of the Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Guys, it's day 5 already. Where has the time gone? Well, we've had a morning full of heats and PBs and even some relays, and now we turn our attention to tonight's final session. Let's see what's to come. And now I am joined by British Swimming Coaches Association, Tuesday's Coach of the Day, Paul Wilcock from Ramsbottom Swim Club. Hello, Paul. How are you today? I'm good, thank you.
A bit nervous about the finals, but excited as well.
Definitely. Now, I've been told that Ramsbottom, quite a small club, you only have 12 hours of pools time every week. What is that like as a coach?
It just means we have to plan a bit more, the kids have to be a little bit more organised and know exactly what's expected and just put the work in.
Well, they clearly do. You've got a next-gen champs in your squad, Sam Sutcliffe. What an amazing swim he did yesterday.
It was a top swim yesterday. It's something we've been looking for all year. He did say he wanted a 49 high, but I think he were happy with that 50 points.
Definitely. He went 50.4 in the final, in the 100-metre freestyle final yesterday. He's in the 4x100-metre freestyle relay tonight with the rest of the Ramsbottom team. How are you expecting them to do?
I think they can all do it just that little bit more. Sammy's hungry for it tonight. He wants it for him and his mates. So it'll be a good team performance, I think.
Well, you're in against some big dogs tonight. We've got Guildford, Millfield, Mount Kelly and Ramsbottom. They're the top 4. Do you reckon Rammy can go all the way?
I'm hoping so, but the standard is really, really high and there's some really good swimmers out there.
Absolutely. I'm sure you'll do amazingly. Thank you so much for your time, Paul, today.
No problem. Thank you.
Congratulations. And now I am joined by 4-time Paralympic gold medalist, Maisie Summers-Newton, MBE.
Hello again.
Lovely to see you again, Maisie.
And you?
What a morning of heats we've had so far.
I know, it's been fantastic, and like you say, I can't believe we're on day 5 already, and even more power events tonight, which is always exciting. But yeah, just amazing swimming from everyone again, and hopefully we'll see everyone push further on tonight in the finals.
Now, what baffles me, Maisie, about you is that you're only 22. You've been to 2 Paralympic Games already, 5 Paralympic medals, including that 4 golds. Where did you start your journey in swimming?
Yeah, so for me, London 2012 was like the biggest thing of starting my career, really. At just 10 years old, you know, looking up to the likes of Ellie Simmons, who has the same disability as me, are doing fantastic things in sport for so many people across the country with a disability. That was kind of the catalyst for me realising that, you know, I want to become a Paralympian and eventually make Paralympic Games. But it was so important for me to see lots of people achieving amazing things from such a young age, and yeah, London 2012 was definitely part of that for me.
I think that's why representation is so important in sport. If you can see yourself in that sport, it just gives you that catalyst to go on, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and it's so nice now, you know, I can see people coming up to me in the younger generation, like Iona Winifrith, who's coming up through the para world, kind of looking up to me, and I'd love to be that senior athlete that those guys can look up to and really guide them along their way as well, like Ellie did for me. So yeah, it's a lovely experience.
Well, we've had a really big morning of heats so far. The women's MC 400-metre freestyle heats, wow, what an event. Faye Rogers performing, she's had an incredible championships so far. And now in the final, we've got 3 of your Northampton swimmers. How do you think that's going to go?
Yeah, I think it'll be fantastic, like you say. Faye had a decent heat time, 4:41, and I think, you know, tonight she's definitely someone that pushes it on even further in the finals. Same for Brock Whiston as well. I think she's someone that can really step up during those more pressured moments. And yeah, like you say, the 3 Northampton girls, it will be a brilliant race to watch. And Scarlett and Liza are always like battling it out between each other. They're both twins, so it's lovely to kind of see that sisterly rivalry between the 2 of them. But no, it should be a good one to watch.
And now moving on to the men's 200-metre breaststroke, that was an incredible event as well this morning. I feel like it's been so amazing, the events this morning. What have been some standout performances for you so far in the heats?
Yeah, probably Benjamin Pordrol, I think his name is, from Camden Swiss Cottage.
Yes.
He was one of the swimmers yesterday that I noticed from that club that are doing amazingly well within the 400 IM. So to see him doing the 200 breast, obviously, hopefully utilising that for his IM and other events, was really great to see so many multi-events throughout this competition that athletes are competing in. So yeah, definitely he was one that stood out for me.
I think a standout performer for me as well has been George Cluster from Royal School Wolverhampton. He's in the 15 years final, I think today, seeded 7th. He had an absolutely incredible heat, and I think we've got a message somewhere from a Royal Wolverhampton swimmer, Matt Richards, so let's have a look. Oh, okay, so it seems like we've got some technical difficulties with the Matt Richards clip, but he was talking from his world prep camp, ready for World Champs. Speaking of World Championships, you can watch the World Championships on the Aquatics GB website, that's aquaticsgb.com, and that will be throughout the championships until August 3rd, so do not miss that, guys, if you want to watch. Now, Maisie, moving on to the the final session tonight. Bruce D, again, I know we've mentioned him before. He's seeded 2nd in the 200 metres IM. What an incredible swim from him.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. IM for him and myself for our main event. So like I said yesterday, it's brilliant to be able to train together and focus on that event as well. But like you say, he is going to be in an outside lane today, even though he's going in 2nd. But for the para swimming world here, it's all based on points. So he's going in 2nd because he had the 2nd highest points, but unfortunately that means he will be in an outside lane because there are people who are faster than him. So it's not about who touches the wall first here, which is always exciting to watch sometimes, see how the point score works. But no, hopefully he can get as close as he can to that Singapore qualification time, but equally just as close to his PB. So yeah, I wish him the best of luck for tonight.
Absolutely, I'm sure he'll do very well. Now, I think we've got that Matt Richards good luck clip here.
Hi, I'm Matt Richards. Just wanting to wish all the best of luck to all of my swimmers at Worcester and Royal Wolverhampton. Enjoy the process at the Next Gen Championships. I hope you have a great time. And to everybody else racing, I hope you have a fantastic week. And let's win some medals.
That was a lovely clip from our very lovely Matt Richards from his World Prep Camp. Thank you so much, Maisie, for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I think you've got to run to comms now.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's take a look at the schedule.
Now let's have a look then at the schedule for tonight's final session. And we'll start with women's 200 meters freestyle finals across the age groups. We have men's 200 meters breaststroke. Did I say women's 200 meters breaststroke? I might have done. I mean women's 200 meters freestyle, then men's 200 meters breaststroke, women's 200 meters backstroke, followed by men's mixed classification 200 meters individual medley, men's mixed classification 400 meters freestyle. It's men 100 meters butterfly across the age groups, women's 50 meters butterfly, men's mixed classification 100 meters butterfly, women's mixed classification 50 meters butterfly, and our final two events, men's mixed classification 50 meters backstroke, and the relays at the end of the evening, the thrilling, the exciting. Tonight it's men's 4x100 meters freestyle. We like to raise the bar when it comes to the final session. So there's a little bit more ceremony, there's a little bit more time spent introducing the athletes and making it feel like we are moving things up a notch or two from the heats. And if we do that, we like to see the effect it has on the performances of the swimmers as well. We've seen some great performances in finals already this week, and I can promise you we'll see some great performances in finals tonight. That is absolutely guaranteed. We'll see PBs, we'll see swimmers who put everything together and deliver their best performances in the big races. That's what we're here to practice. We're here to learn about how to deliver at championships, how to work through the schedule of the championships. So it's an enormous chance for everybody to learn. And not just to learn, but also to celebrate the work that's been done this year, the support that's been given. None of our athletes could perform the way they do without the backing from coaches, from their teams, friends and family. It's great to see people here as well, supporting in person. And I promise you, it all makes a difference. It all goes into the mix to help our swimmers perform at their highest level. Here come the finalists for women's 13-14 years 200 meters freestyle. No swimmer in lane 9 tonight. We've got Lydia Shipley in lane 0 for Middlesbrough, Madison Markle for Guildford City in lane 8, Tyler J. Thomas for Medway Maritime in lane 1, and in lane 7 that's Grace Clues for City of Coventry. Lane 2, Ellie Hull for City of Birmingham. Lane 6, Holly Gents for City of Leicester. Lane 3, Viana Safi for City of Salford. And our two fastest qualifiers, Rose O'Brien in 5 for Portsmouth North Sea and Heidi Corbett for Guildford City in lane 4. Heidi swam 207.91 in the heats. And Rose O'Brien had a PB of 209.33 in the heats. Maisie Summers-Newton has made the dash from our presentation position.
I'm back.
To join us back in the commentary box. Good evening, Maisie.
Good evening. Very excited to be back.
Yes?
Yes.
Good. Well, let's see how we go in this, the women's 13 years 200 meters freestyle final. And from the far side of the pool, that's Madison Markle, Grace Clues, Holly Gents, Rose O'Brien, Heidi Corbett, Viana Safi, Ellie Hull, Tyler J. Thomas, and Lydia Shipley. 200 metres freestyle, and in the heats, all of these swimmers swam either 2:09 or 2:10, with the exception of our fastest qualifier, Heidi Corbett. I think it's anybody's race for medals when it comes to this final.
Definitely. 200 frees. Para World is only really first 14 and lower class swimmers, so I never had the chance to swim it, but no, it's always exciting to watch.
Out in front at the turn then was Heidi Corbett, 29.54, but Viana Safety wasn't far behind. And it's those two in the lead here, lanes 3 and 4 leading us out. And I think lane 6 here, Holly Gent looks like she may be pushing up, as well as Ellie Hull in lane 2. Corbett, then Safety, then Hull, and then Gent. Next to turn in lane 0 was Lydia Shipley from Middlesbrough. And Holly Gent in lane 6 was going pretty well over that last 50, so she's not dropping back. Lane 6, she's going pretty well here. And keep an eye on Ellie Hull, 3 lanes from the bottom of the picture. Into the final turn we go then. And Heidi Corbett with a healthy lead over a body length. And that converts to 1.38 seconds of a lead there for Heidi Corbett. She's moving away from everybody else. Holly Gent is fourth at the moment, but she's picked up the pace. It's going to be a gold medal for Heidi Corbett, that's for sure. Silver medal though, that's not certain yet, and neither is bronze. Lane 2, Ellie Hull looks like she's in second place here, but also pushing hard in lane 6 is Holly Gent. In comes Heidi Corbett in 2:04.43, and the silver goes to Holly Gent, 2:06.52 by 9/100ths of a second. There's our champion, our next gen champion, Heidi Corbett, 2:04.43. It's a PB by over 2.5 seconds.
Brilliant. Huge chunk off her time there, so she should be really pleased with that.
Brilliant swim. Holly Gent, 2:06.52. And that's a first swim under 2:09 for Holly, so a huge improvement. Ellie Hull, 2:06.61.
Madison Markell as well, 13-year-old in the 13-14 age group, coming 6th and a 2-second PB. So, yeah, she should be really pleased with that.
And Tyler J. Thomas, also 13 there, 2:09.93. That's also a PB. You have to remember that even if swimmers come 9th, 10th in these finals, they might still deliver the best performances they've ever delivered. Now we have the women's 15 years 200 metres freestyle final. Lane 9 is Rosalie Anderson. Lane 0, Kira Johnson for Wigan Best. Lane 8, Iris Hurst for Warrington Warriors. Lane 1 is Olivia Taylor for Leamington Spa. Lane 7, Ines Lockhead-Cantabella for Brompton. Lane 2, Bella Jones for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 6, Summer Martin for Wickham District. Lane 3, Keris Griffiths for Pembrokeshire County. And the fastest 2 qualifiers, Amelia Fenner for Basildon and Phoenix in 5, and Amber Hinton for Dumfries in lane 4. We only
in there. Already won the 1500 free this championship, so definitely a strong freestyler.
Yep, that's Amber Hinton in lane 4. And she swam 2:08 in the heats. We only had 3 PBs from these swimmers in the heats today. And sometimes that leads to swimmers really delivering in the final. Let's see what happens there. Women's 15 years 200 metres freestyle final. And the swimmers in this final then, Rosalie Anderson, Iris Hurst, Ines Lockhead-Cantabella, Summer Martin, Amelia Fenner, Amber Hinton, Keris Griffiths, Bella Jones, Olivia Taylor and Kira Johnson. So the spread of times in the heats, well, 2:09 to 2:11 for most of these swimmers, which suggests we'll have 10 swimmers going pretty closely over the full 200 freestyle here. Keris Griffiths turning first there in 28.97, just ahead of Bella Jones, 29.19, and then Amelia Fenner in lane 5.
Keris Griffiths already winning the 400 free this week at this championships, and getting the gold last year in the 200 free in the 13-14 years age group, so she's putting herself in a strong position here already during this race.
And she's got this race under control at this point after 100 metres. 59.97 at the turn. I always think it's a bit of a milestone to do.
Yeah, definitely go under a minute. Yeah, definitely.
So Keris going well here. And then in second right now, one lane closer to us, Bella Jones. And then Amber Hinton in lane 4 in the blue cap. And look on the far side of the pool there, Rosalie Anderson for City of Cardiff also going strongly. And we'll get a better idea of the difference between the swimmers when we look at this camera. So Keris Griffiths turning first, then Amber Hinton. And third at the turn was Bella Jones, followed by Rosalie Anderson. Amber Hinton and Keris Griffiths were the fastest two over the last 50, and they're still the fastest two then, moving away from the rest of the fields. And I think Rosalie Anderson on the far side is actually up in third right now and might even be pushing for second. This is going to be won though in lane 3 by Keris Griffiths. She wins the 200 freestyle to add to the 400 freestyle in 2:04.06. Amber Hinton gets second with 2:06.58. And the bronze did go to Rosalie Anderson. There's our next gen champion, Keris Griffiths, for 200 metres freestyle.
Definitely see them all driving with their legs as well on that last 25, like what we noticed yesterday. So, yeah, really good to see that strong energy as they approach the wall.
There are the times then. So 2:04.06 for Keris Griffiths, a PB by a full second. Amber Hinton with 2:06.58. That's also a PB in the final. Rosalie Anderson with 2:07.38, knocking more than a second off her PB.
Outside lane as well, and winning a medal.
4 seconds faster than she swam in the heats.
Yeah, brilliant. She wanted that medal.
And she got it.
Definitely.
Well done, Rosalie. Well done, everyone, especially if you got a PB in the final there. On we go to women's 16 years 200 metres freestyle final next. And in lane 9, it's Francesca Harrison for City of Leicester. Lane 0, Eva Higginbottom for Swindon Dolphin. Lane 8, Ella Smith for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Lane 1, Emmy Sherrod for Torfin Dolphins Performance. Lane 7, Evie Cutter for Wigan Best. Lane 2 is Willow Harrison for City of Sheffield. Lane 6, Alice Forrest for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Lane 3, Elizabeth Land for Newcastle. And our fastest two qualifiers, Evie Mackey for South Lanarkshire and Amelie Smith in lane 4. Amelie Smith had an incredible performance in the 200, the 4x200 metre freestyle relay earlier. She is a 16-year swimmer, but she isn't actually 16 until next month. So she still counts as a 15-year-old swimmer when it comes to records. She went on the last leg for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson in her heat and brought her team from 6th place to win the heats. Here comes the final of the women's 16 years 200 metres freestyle. The swimmers in the final, Francesca Harrison, Ella Smith, Evie Cutter, Alice Forrest, Evie Mackey, Amelie Smith, Elizabeth Land, Willow Harrison, Emmy Sherrod and Eva Higginbottom. And straight out in the lead, Amelie Smith in lane 4.
Yeah, like you say, Amelie Smith, that relay this morning, going in 6th and then gaining 5.5 seconds. Crazy, really, really strong swimming, and she should use that as some confidence, especially coming into this 200 free. And by the looks of what she's already achieved as well, coming second in the 400 free this week. Medley swimmer as well, which I think is always nice to see, using the 200 free probably to help that 400 IM and that endurance as well. So, yeah, really good to see. And she's already making her way through here and gaining a bit of a lead. So she's definitely having a brilliant week here in Sheffield.
So it's Emily Smith leading. Elizabeth Land is in lane 3 in second place at the moment, and Evie Mackey for South Lanarkshire. And if you were watching those relays earlier, we saw most of these swimmers, of course, because it's the 14 to 16-year-olds. So most of these swimmers have already swum a 200 freestyle today in the relays.
I guess they might have to do another one later for the relay final, potentially. So
Well, no, we don't have finals for the 4x200s.
Yeah.
So we've already had the medals for the heat declared winners there.
Perfect.
So we do let them off that.
Yeah, but she's done it 3 times already today, though. So, you know, when you think about what these athletes are going through, she'll be feeling a little bit tired. So, yeah, to push through this will be really, really good.
Emily Smith turning then in 1:30.61. She's got a PB of 2 minutes, 0.71 seconds. And the 15-year age group record for GB is 2 minutes, 0.34. I wonder if we might get close to that. It looks like we could be borderline here. And we've got 2 other really good swims here from Evie Mackey and Elizabeth Land. Let's not ignore that. But watch the clock for Emily Smith here. It's just outside that PB. 2:01.63 to take the gold medal, though. Not bad for somebody who had a brilliant swim earlier on today in this 200 freestyle as well. So Emily Smith, she's entitled to feel exhausted after 2 great swims.
The other 2 swimmers around her, though, Evie Mackey and Elizabeth Land, both getting PBs there, entered around 2:04 mark and going 2:02s for both of those. So well done, girls.
Yeah, 3 swimmers under 2:03. Absolutely brilliant. Alice Forrest there, 2:05.90. And Evie Cutter in 5th place, 2:07.99. A new personal best there. So well done to swimmers who got PBs in the final. And the winner there, Emily Smith.
She would definitely be probably been a little bit tired after that tonight. So I think after her relay performance, she should be really, really proud of that swim.
It takes some belief to chase down the rest of the swimmers, doesn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
I guess you get it in the IM sometimes
yes,
where you're behind.
Do. Yeah. In my IM, it's more my breaststroke leg where I have to catch up quite a bit. It's a horrible feeling knowing that you've got quite a far way to go, but no, she's done phenomenally well to do that time this morning, so well done.
Here come the finalists for women's 17-18 years 200 metres freestyle. Lane 9 will be Emily Maxwell for Northumberland and Durham Performance. There's Emily, she'll be coming in a moment, there we go. Lane 0 will be Kerry Henney for City of Liverpool. Lane 8, Aston Maddox for Millfield. Lane 1, Annabelle Compton for Wickham District. Lane 7, Lily Grover for the Royal School, Wolverhampton. And we saw the good luck message a moment ago from Matt Richards for their swimmers. Lane 2, Jessica Smelt for Repton. Lane 6, Alice Young for Guildford City. Lane 3, Holly Wilson for City of Leeds. And our fastest 2 qualifiers for this final, Sophie Ben for Mount Kelly in lane 5, and in lane 4, Phoebe Cooper for City of Sheffield. A mixture of 17 and 18-year-olds in this final, 6 17-year-olds and 4 18-year-olds. And in the heats this morning, Phoebe Cooper swam 2:02.29, making her the fastest qualifier. Times in the heats range from 2:02 to 2:06. Here we go, women's 17 and 18 years 200 metres freestyle final. Swimmers in the final then, Emily Maxwell, Aston Maddox, Lily Grover, Alice Young, Sophie Ben, Phoebe Cooper, Holly Wilson, Jessica Smelt, Annabelle Compton and Kerry Henney.
Of 1:51.11, so that's our first PB we've seen so far this afternoon. That's
1:59.11.
1:59.11, sorry. That breaks that 2 minutes mark, so potentially we could be seeing that broken for the first time this afternoon.
Yep, that would be great. And first at the turn there was Sophie Ben, 28.53. Phoebe Cooper was third at the turn, but not much to choose between the swimmers there. 0.4 of a second, I think, separating the first 5 at the turn. Lily Grover's out in front at the moment in lane 7. Matt Richards with that good luck message from the Thailand holding camp earlier, getting ready for the World Championships. And Lily Grover turning second actually there. Sophie Ben just getting to the wall ahead of her there in 60.04 seconds. 3/100th of a second the difference. And now we get into the third 50 where things change and people enact their game plans.
Aim 1, Annabelle Compton there, really looks like she's making a move as we head towards the 150 metre mark. She won gold last year in the 50 and 100 freestyle, so definitely got that speed within her.
Sophie Ben leading at the final turn from Phoebe Cooper, Lily Grover and Alice Young. Well, we've got 4 swimmers here fighting for the medals. We might even have 5th with Annabelle Compton, as you mentioned, Maisie. And also coming through strongly, Jessica Smelt in lane 2, 3 lanes from the bottom of the screen. The battle in the middle is for the gold medal then. It's Sophie Ben leading from Phoebe Cooper. And I think Sophie Ben's going away. It's going to be her gold medal. Phoebe Cooper's going to get the silver. And it looks like bronze in lane 1 for Annabelle Compton. That's how they finish. Sophie Ben, Phoebe Cooper and Annabelle Compton. 2:00.90 for our winner. A personal best for Sophie Ben. I don't think she can believe it.
No. Really good time.
Phoebe Cooper then with 2:01.80, faster than she swam in the heats. And Annabelle Compton, you spotted her coming through, didn't you, Maisie?
Yeah, I did. Have that little sneaky eye on the outside lanes because you never know, they could always make their way up, and we've definitely seen that over the couple of heats so far. So, like I say, it's always nice for those guys in the outside lanes to really push through and believe in themselves, and, you know, anything can happen during a race. So, yeah, well done to Annabelle.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Alice Young, 2:03.41 then in 4th place, and that's a PB. Even if you don't win a medal, if you get a PB, that's a leap forward, a step forward. So well done.
Sophie Ben as well, winning the 400 free this week as well. So having the 200 free and 400 free gold to her name is a real achievement there. So well done.
Women's 19 years and over 200 metre freestyle final now. 7 swimmers competing. Lane 1 will be Alicia Massey for University of Surrey. Here comes Alicia Massey. Lane 7, Erin Little for Mount Kelly. Lane 2, Mary Craig for Edinburgh University. Lane 6, Shola Robinson for City of Sheffield. Lane 3 is Megan Barnes for Mount Kelly. And our 2 fastest qualifiers, Holly Hibbert for Bath Performance in 5, and Jessica Podka for University of Bath, our TikTok queen.
Yeah, definitely. So it's really nice to see, actually, Jess coming through over the past few years, and yeah, using social media as that platform to inspire others. And you know, she talks about all sorts of things, going from the lower level meets to the higher level meets as well. So she's probably filming a bit of content at this competition as well, which will be nice to see for some people, like the behind the scenes of what it actually is like for an athlete at this competition. So, no, a great race. And like you say, these 2 girls have gone close time this morning, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yep, women's 19 years and over 200 metre freestyle final. In this final, it's Erin Little, Shola Robinson, Holly Hibbert, Jessica Podka, Megan Barnes, Mary Craig and Alicia Massey. And the times in the heats, well, they range from 2:02 to 2:10, but the personal best times suggest we could be in for quite a close race. With only 7 swimmers qualifying for this final, I guess there wasn't too much effort needed in the heats, so hopefully everybody's going to put it in this race. Erin Little turning first in 28.13, and I think that's a case in point, qualifying with a time into this final of 2:06.57, but capable of swimming well, she's gone under 2 minutes this season.
Yeah, definitely. As we head more into the senior athletes, like I said yesterday, you probably will see them dropping a bit more time from what they've did this morning in the heats. So got a few girls here, their PB's sub 2 minutes. So like I say, hopefully we'll get that tonight.
Erin Little still leading. Megan Barnes second at that turn. Then Shola Robinson, Jessica Podger, Holly Hibbert, Mary Craig and Alicia Massey. In that order then. And now in the third 50, the chance for some swimmers to make their move. And I think Shola Robinson in lane 6 is doing exactly that. Trying to get herself up level with Erin Little.
Megan Barnes as well from Mount Kelly, looking like she's moving as well.
Final turn then. Shola Robinson in lane 6 was quicker than anyone else over the last 50, so she's definitely gaining on Erin Little. But a great turn from Megan Barnes, and she's right up there too. So these three swimmers, I think, going for the medals then. It's Erin Little on the far side, Megan Barnes closer to us, and Shola Robinson. I think they might be a good swim in the middle from Jessica Podger to come through and perhaps get the bronze. Who's going to get the gold? It's down to the touch, and it's Megan Barnes, Erin Little, and the bronze goes to Shola Robinson. She held on. Well, that was a really tough finish. There's our champion in 2:00.08, Megan Barnes. Faster than she swam in the heats, and less than half a second outside her PB.
Erin Little in lane 7 as well, another outside lane, 2 minutes, 0.35. Way faster than her time this morning, so more heat to final progression from all swimmers there, so well done.
And Shola Robinson, that's a PB, 2:01.50. I mean, that was a huge effort. She swam well on that third 50, got herself right up there in contention, and then in the last 20, it looked like she was really starting to feel the fatigue, but she dug deep and held on for the bronze and held off the challenge. On to men's 200 metres breaststroke finals now. This is the men's 13-14 years final. Noah Willett in lane 9 for Borough of Waltham Forest Gators. Lane 0 is Mason Amiri for Whitney and District. Lane 8, Ethan McMillan Cole for City of Brighton and Hove. Lane 1, Brogan Smith for Glen Rothes. Lane 7 is Jake Mock for Seven Oaks. Lane 2, Leo Condi for Poole. Lane 6 is Nico Hero for Chelsea and Westminster. Lane 3, Kaplan Ela for Chelsea and Westminster as well. Our fastest two qualifiers, Hayden Sanders in lane 5 and Joseph Bale in lane 4. And Joseph Bale in the heats this morning, he swam in the heats with much older swimmers on his own as far as 13-14 category is concerned, and I thought that was quite a difficult situation, but he set the fastest time for a 13-14 swimmer, and I wonder what difference it'll make for him to be someone right at the forefront of this race as opposed to being someone who was towards the back of the last one in the heats. Let's see what happens. Men's 13-14 years 200 metres breaststroke final. As Noah Willer, Ethan McMillan Cole, Jake Mock, Nico Hero, Hayden Sanders, Joseph Bale, Kaplan Ela, Leo Condi, Brogan Smith and Mason Amiri. And you've mentioned your Northampton teammates a couple of times yesterday in the finals. I used to swim for Borough of Waltham Forest Gators, and we've got Noah Willer in lane 9 there on the outside. And Noah, I think, from memory, I think he actually qualified from heat number 1 this morning. So Noah at the top of the screen in lane 9. First to turn in lane 4 though, Joseph Bale, and as I mentioned, he swam in one of the later heats this morning, and I mean, I'm going from memory, was he 9th, was he 10th in that heat, swimming at the back of the pack, but now it's a different swim because he's in the middle of the pool and he's the fastest in there.
Of the pool always helps. You know you're going in fastest, so always gives you that nice buzz as you head in, and especially for him already leading. So yeah, you should be really, really pleased with that.
3 lanes from the top going well. That's Jake Mox for Seven Oaks. I think he'll be turning second here. Halfway through this 200 metres breaststroke final then. Bale in 1:10.17, then Mock, and then it was Kaplan Ehler.
5 swimmers from this morning getting PBs, and Hayden Sanders a season best, so that's always really nice to see. Hopefully we can see more heat to final progression.
Joseph looking really good. I mean, rising high in the water and then getting that long glide when he pushes forward. You can see what makes the difference between him and everybody else really in that technique, getting so high in the water and really extending through every stroke. So it's Bale turning first, 1:48.21 seconds. Second at that turn was Kaplan Ehler, just ahead of Jake Mock.
Very close between those two though for that second and bronze.
And look at this, they're really ganging up now, trying to get in position for the silver medal. 4 swimmers going for this. We've got Jake Mock, Nico Hero, Kaplan Ehler and Leo Condi all in contention for the silver medal. Joseph Bale out in front here. He's got a PB of 2:25.63 seconds. Can he get under that? Not quite. Almost. 2:26.48. Great swim. Nico Hero 2:28.77. PB for our silver medalist. And Kaplan Ehler gets the bronze. I don't know if you saw it there. Kaplan Ehler absolutely delighted with his performance. 2:29.71. Almost a 2-second PB to get the bronze medal.
Big drops there, and they probably dropped a big amount of time this morning as well, so they should be really pleased with that, and just to have this other opportunity to swim, really, really good, so well done.
Jake Mock's got a 4-second PB there in 4th place.
Wow, brilliant.
No medal, but that, you know, a PB like that, that's a brilliant swim. Well done, Jake Mock. Well done, everybody who got PBs in that final. And especially well done to the winner, of course, Joseph Bale. Right, men's 15 years 200 metres breaststroke final. Lane 9 is Leo Talbot for Bolton Metro. Lane 0, Rocco Murphy for Nuneaton and Bedworth. Lane 8, Benjamin Greenslade for Tiverton. Lane 1 is George Custer, another swimmer from the Royal School, Wolverhampton, given that good luck message from Matt Richards before this session. Lane 7, Henry Shepherd for Bromley. Lane 2, Charlie Calf for Guildford City. Lane 6, Elliot Mayer for Nofio Gwynedd Performance. Lane 3 is Xiang Yang for Abingdon Vale. Our 2 fastest qualifiers by over 2 seconds. Benjamin Pedergill, Camden Swiss Cottage in 5, and Leroy Shee, City of Birmingham in lane 4. The 4 swimmers in the middle lanes here all had PBs in the heats, but lanes 4 and 5, 2 seconds faster than the rest of the field. It could be a race just between the central 2 lanes here.
Got Benjamin in lane 5, 400 IM. He got the gold medal yesterday, and like I said, Camden Swiss Cottage seemed really strong there, so this could potentially be his stronger stroke out of the 4, so really excited to see how he can move this PB on hopefully tonight.
Yep, it's the final of the men's 15 years 200 metres breaststroke. So it's Leo Talbot, Benjamin Greenslade, Henry Shepherd, Elliot Mayer, Benjamin Pedergill, Leroy Shee, Xiang Yang, Charlie Calf, George Custer and Rocco Murphy in this final. And on the far side of the pool, Benjamin Greenslade has got off to a really good start. He has done well in 50 and 100 breaststroke in the past, Benjamin Greenslade, so maybe not too much of a surprise to see him putting the effort into the first half of this race. Second at the turn, Leroy Shee, and then Benjamin Pedergill in lane 5.
And like you say, Benjamin Greenslade probably using his advantage there of the 50 and 100 breast to try and get as far ahead as the field as he can on the first 2 lengths. But Benjamin Portugal in lane 5 with that endurance of the 400 IM probably will help him for the last 50, 100 metres of this race. So, like I say, 200 breast, anything can really happen. Anyone can kind of move around as we go along.
Leroy She's going to turn first, 68.53 ahead of Greenslade. And you can see here like the difference in the stroke rate. That long glide from Leroy She on every stroke. And he's almost doing 1 stroke, while Benjamin Greenslade at the top, more of a sprinter, is doing 1.5.
I always love watching a beautiful breaststroke. I think when you get it perfectly, it's brilliant to watch.
And in lane 5, Benjamin Podurgiel, he's got a quick stroke rate now, far quicker stroke rate than Leroy She. You can see sort of when they get in sync, then suddenly Podurgiel does an extra stroke. And I think you saw it there. So Podurgiel's stroke rate is higher. So it's She, then Podurgiel, and then Zhang Yang at that turn. The final turn, we head for home now. Leroy She out in front. And I think he's got enough of a lead now to feel confident this is going to be a gold medal swim. But Benjamin Podurgiel is coming back. It would take something really special to close the gap from here. What about the fight for the bronze medal? It looks like Zhang Yang in lane 3 with Charlie Carr fighting hard. And Henry Shepherd 3 lanes from the top also battling it out. Our gold medal winner is going to be Leroy She in lane 4. And he hits the wall in 2:22.44 seconds. Over 2 seconds quicker than he swam when he set a PB this morning. Benjamin Podurgiel 2:23.
Another PB.
That's a PB. And there we go.
Oh, they look so pleased.
Our gold and silver medalists. Both pleased with their swims, clearly. Zhang Yang, 2:25.84. A second and a half quicker than he swum before. Charlie Calf, PB, 2:26.06. That was a great race, and not just for the guys who won the medals. Well done to the swimmers there. Now the men's 16 years, 200 metres breaststroke final. Lane 9 is Adam Marev for Wickham District. Lane 0, Charlie Ruddell for Team Ipswich. Lane 8, Lachlan Small for Stirling. Lane 1 is Fraser Dow for Perth City. Lane 7, Harry Mack, Portsmouth North Sea. With the guns out there. Lane 2, another Portsmouth North Sea swimmer, Lucas Lovell. Lane 6, William Irvin, Mount Kelly. Lane 3 is Harry West for City of Bristol. And our fastest 2 qualifiers, Lane 5, Jose Rodriguez, and Lane 4, Wilfred Lee. And they both swim for Millfield. Wilfred Lee's time in the heats this morning was 2:21.39, almost 3 seconds quicker than anyone else. But obviously he trains with Jose Rodriguez. I wonder if Jose might be able to close that gap in this final. It's the men's 16 years, 200 metres breaststroke. And the swimmers in this final, Adam Marev, Lachlan Small, Harry Mack, William Irvin, Jose Rodriguez, Wilfred Lee, Harry West, Lucas Lovell, Fraser Dow and Charlie Ruddell.
Quite a few of these swimmers, Lachlan Small being one of them, really strong first 50 metres. He won bronze already this competition in the 50 breast, so probably see him like we did in the previous heat, making his way up to the front at the start of the race, but I think it is already going to be lane 4. was lane 2.
Wilfred Lee. Well, Wilfred Lee, it's the same time.
Oh, yeah.
They both
Spot
turned
on,
in
yeah.
31.69. So,
Yeah.
Wilfred Lee and Lucas Lovell turning in exactly the same time. So joint first at that turn. And they're moving away from everybody else in this first 100. But 200 breast is more of an endurance event.
Yeah, definitely. Wilfred Lee winning the 400 IM yesterday as well and last year. And he's also the gold medalist from last year in the 200 breast, so it would be nice for him to defend that title. They're very close with one another, though, as we approach the 100-metre mark.
14 100ths of a second apart, that's all. Wilfred Lee and Lucas Lovell, first and second. Now we see Jose Rodriguez coming back in lane 5. And that other group of swimmers just behind them. Lane 7, Harry Mack. Lane 6, William Irvin. Lane 3, Harry West. 2 lanes from the bottom of the picture there, Fraser Dow going well. But first to turn now, Wilfred Lee. And he's moved away, but Jose Rodriguez was actually slightly quicker over that last 50, in 3rd place at the moment. So keep an eye on Jose Rodriguez, perhaps coming back strongly in lane 5. I think we've got our 3 medalists here. I don't think anyone's going to catch them, although Fraser Dow certainly having a go, 2 lanes from the bottom of the picture.
Definitely you see Jose really picking up his stroke rate as well as we head towards the 15-metre mark.
It's going to be close.
Definitely.
It's Wilfred Lee from Jose Rodriguez, 2 Millfield teammates. Who's going to get it on the stretch for the wall? It's Wilfred Lee by 5 100ths of a second. 2:18.39.
Wow.
PBs for both. Wilfred Lee, that's a PB by just over a second, but for Jose Rodriguez, that is a PB by 6 seconds.
Huge.
What a swim. Really measuring himself there against Wilfred Lee. And look at that, Lucas Lovell, 2:21.37, just under 2 seconds, knocked off his previous PB as well. Harry Mack gets a PB, 2:23.60. What a race.
His outside lanes as well, Harry Mack in lane 7, so still showing strong throughout the heats as we go along these outside lanes, doing fantastic races, so well done.
On to the 17s and 18s 200-metre breaststroke final. You just saw Jasper Hall there for Newcastle Swim. There's Andrew Clavis for Warrington Warriors. In the blue cap, that's Alexander Granado for Oakhampton Otters. Now Charlie Rogers in the orange cap for Basildon and Phoenix. That's Ryan Flood for Leander. He'll be in lane 7. There goes Jamie Steadman for Bristol and South Gloucestershire in lane 2. Lane 6 is Frederick Beasley in the yellow cap for Poole. Lane 3, Ridian Shepherd for City of Cardiff. And our fastest 2 qualifiers, Joshua Inglis for Mount Kelly, lane 5, and William Tonks for Repton, lane 4. Similar situation to the previous heat in the fact that the fastest 2 swimmers in lanes 4 and 5 were quite significantly quicker than the rest in the heats this morning. Joshua Inglis in lane 5 has got the fastest time of any of these swimmers this season. The fastest PB, 2:16.10. I wonder if he can deliver that kind of performance here. We'll keep our eyes on the centre lanes. William Tonks and Joshua Inglis. It's the final of the men's 17s and 18s years 200 metres breaststroke. Swimmers in this final, Jasper Hall, Alexander Granado, Ryan Flood, Frederick Beasley, Joshua Inglis, William Tonks, Ridian Shepherd, Jamie Steadman, Charlie Rogers and Andrew Clavis. And straight away in lane 4, William Tonks tries to get himself up into the lead, and Joshua Inglis is going to go with him, I think.
Joshua Inglis from Mount Kelly Swimming. Previous heat we had William Irvine from Mount Kelly, so definitely have quite a few strong breaststroke swimmers. William Tonks from Repton Swimming as well. Adam Peaty's just moved to that programme, so definitely have a strong breaststroke programme going there.
Look at the technique for William Tonks in lane 4. It's a long gliding stroke, really holding on to that streamlined position. Very similar in lane 3 from Rydian Shepherd, I have to say. One lane closer to us. But that is really long gliding from William Thompson, getting every last centimetre out of every kick there. I think I counted 16 strokes for William Tonks for the full 50 metres.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. Shows how strong their legs are, though, and how much the legs drive you along on the breaststroke as well to get into that position.
16 strokes for 50 metres in a final.
Yeah.
Where you're out in front. This is not easy swimming. This is absolutely incredible. You can see Joshua Inglis is putting in a few more strokes per 50 metres. That's for sure. And now we'll see what difference it makes when it comes to the final 50. Contending for a medal here, we've got Charlie Rogers turning 3rd in lane 1, Rydian Shepherd in lane 3, 5th at the turn was Frederick Beasley in lane 6, and 6th at the turn was Jamie Stedman in lane 2. And Charlie Rogers, I have to say, looks like he's really coming up now to challenge for the medal. But look at this race in the middle. Joshua Inglis now going past William Tonks. And William Tonks, I think, is going to have to increase his stroke rate if he's going to get back in this race.
Definitely. That stroke rate's definitely increasing from Joshua Inglis from Mount Kelly Swimming.
Joshua Inglis is going to take the medal here, the gold medal that is. Brilliant swim, 2:16.48. William Tonks, 2:17.65. Hey, that's not a bad swim for a silver medal either. It's a PB for William Tonks. But Joshua Inglis really timed that one beautifully. Increasing the stroke rate there in the second half of the race. Got in there on the turn, and once he was heading for home, he gave it everything he had.
Definitely.
Bronze medal won by Jamie Stedman, 2:19.58. And Charlie Rogers, 2:19.63 PB. It's another one of your outside lane swimmers there.
And not forgetting the 3 boys, Hall, Flood and Granado as well. All 3 getting a PB this morning, and I think a couple of those guys as well getting a PB tonight as well. So well done for those 3 boys for really pushing that on.
Yep, fantastic. Well done. Men's 19 years and over now, 200-metre breaststroke final. Lane 9 is Toby Mackie champion. We don't have the graphics here, but lane 0, Angus Allison for University of Stirling. Lane 8, Rafe Dobson, University of Stirling. Lane 1, Joshua Mitchell, you just saw him there for Edinburgh University. Lane 7, that's Ryan Griffiths there with the red cap for City of Sheffield. Lane 2, Vadim Bosk for Loughborough University. Lane 6 is Rory Dixon for University of Stirling. Lane 3, Harvey Freeman, Loughborough University. And our fastest 2 qualifiers. Lane 5, Maxwell Anderson, City of Cardiff. And George Smith in 4, University of Stirling. Well, I think the 19 years and over, we've seen anything could happen in the finals this weekend, or this week rather.
Yeah, definitely. Mentioned Harvey Freeman as well, used to be training with me at Northampton Swimming Club, so always nice to see him in a final just like this one, really pushing it on, and now obviously swimming for Loughborough University. Next to him as well, his teammate Bosch, so will be nice to see those 2 probably fighting it out against one another.
And 4 University of Stirling swimmers in this final as well. Angus Allison, George Smith, Rory Dixon and Rafe Dobson. Here we go, men's 19 years and over, 200 metres breaststroke final. Our swimmers in the final are Toby Mackay champion, Rafe Dobson, Ryan Griffiths, Rory Dixon, Maxwell Anderson, George Smith, Harvey Freeman, Vadim Bosk, Joshua Mitchell and Angus Allison. And again, we've got a long gliding stroke in lane 4 from George Smith. Going well in lane 6 here, Rory Dixon as well. And in lane 5, Maxwell Anderson. So Smith turning first there in 29.64 seconds. And second at that turn was Anderson. George Smith out in front, and followed them by Anderson in 5, and it looks like in 3rd at the moment is Rory Dixon. As we come to the halfway turn, and George Smith, well, I think he did 16 strokes as well there for that second 50, just like we saw from William Tonks in the previous final. But he's obviously going the same distance per stroke, and yet somehow it feels like there's a little bit of a higher stroke rate. So he's not just going the same distance per stroke, he's also doing it that bit quicker.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
And that's how you see the progression between the age groups, I think, in these finals. It's really brilliant to see, brilliant to measure the swimmers against one another.
Definitely made his status there, definitely made his lead through the rest of the field. Touching
George
first.
Smith turning first, then it's Maxwell Anderson. Not much between Harvey Freeman and Rory Dixon at that turn. So let's see what happens in the final 50. George Smith is going to swim away from everybody else here, showing no signs of tiring. He is still going quicker than everyone else in the pool. Maxwell Anderson second, but he's got some challenges coming. Rory Dixon swimming up on his shoulder in lane 6. Don't count Rory Dixon out just yet. Our gold medal winner will be George Smith in the middle of the pool. 2:10.76, almost 2 seconds quicker than he's ever swum before. What a swim. Well done, George Smith. PB. And, well, that shows that the work is paying off. No doubt about that. Maxwell Anderson, 2:14.65, also gets a PB. Rory Dixon, 2:15.63, swimming faster than he swam in the heats. Harvey Freeman as well, doing very well in 4th place, 2:16.24, also swimming faster than he swam this morning. Okay, let's have some medal ceremonies for our swimmers who've picked up medals so far in tonight's session.
Medal ceremony for the women's 13-14 years, 200 meters freestyle. The medals will be presented by Bob Cosgrove, Field of Play team member, Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Birmingham, Ellie Hull. Silver medalist, representing the city of Leicester, Holly Gent. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Guildford City, Heidi Corbett. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years, 200 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Cardiff, Rosalie Anderson. Silver medalist, representing Dumfries, Amber Hinton. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Pembrokeshire County, Cerys Griffiths. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The
Medal ceremony for the women's 16 years, 200 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing South Lanarkshire, Evie Mackey. Silver medalist, representing Newcastle, Elizabeth Lant. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Amelie Smith. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17-18 years, 200 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Wickham District, Annabelle Compson. Silver medalist, representing the City of Sheffield, Phoebe Cooper. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Sophie Benn. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 19 years and over, 200 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing the City of Sheffield, Shola Robinson. Silver medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Erin Little. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Megan Barnes. Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Back to the pool then, and our next set of finals will be women's 200 meters backstroke. All of the age groups will be represented. First, we have women's 13-14 years 200 meter backstroke final. That's coming up in just a moment. We're just getting ready and getting all set. We've seen some great swims so far, haven't we, Maisie?
Yeah, definitely. The outside lanes are really impressing me tonight. I think they're the ones that are my highlights so far. I think it's just so good to see them going in and probably thinking, you know what, I'm going to give this my best shot, and they definitely have. So, yeah, it's been great to see those guys get some medals. But, yeah, looking forward to the 200 back, but especially the 200 IM multi-class and the 400 free multi-class coming up. 200 IM, my favourite event. So, yeah, looking forward to that one.
Yeah, well, tell us about it. What's
amazing.
Who's in the final?
Yeah, got a big set of people, all from Paris. Reece Darby, silver medalists. Bruce D, obviously, my ex-teammate that I used to swim with. Jason Vandermeer as well, someone that's definitely coming through the ranks as, you know, we head into the LA cycle now. So
looking forward to that. Let's introduce our finals for the women's 13-14 years 200 backstroke then. Lane 9, Sophia Prosser, we saw for Torfin Dolphins. Lane 0, Chloe Brotherton for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Lane 8, Paige Taswell for Taunton Dean. And lane 1, that was Summer Smith there for Basildon and Phoenix. You just saw Autumn Claxton there for Mount Kelly. And lane 2, Ellie Hull for City of Birmingham. Lane 6, Mia Garner for Borough of Harrow. Lane 3, that's Tyler J. Thomas for Medway Maritime. And our fastest two qualifiers, Daisy Darcy for Wigan Best and Julia Elvidge for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. They are in lanes 5 and 4. Sometimes at this point I say, well, the swimmers in the middle lanes are swam much quicker than anyone else in the heats this morning. That's not really the case here. There is very little to choose between our second, third, fourth fastest qualifiers here. So we're going to have a real battle for medals. Julia Elvidge was the fastest in qualifying by over a second, but we've seen in these finals the adrenaline, people just go to new heights. So who knows what will happen. It's the women's 13-14 years 200 metres backstroke final. Our finalists here are Sophia Prosser, Paige Taswell, Autumn Claxton, Mia Garner, Daisy Darcy, Julia Elvidge, Tyler Jade Thomas, Ellie Hull, Summer Smith and Chloe Brotherton. 2 13-year-old swimmers in this final.
Tyler Jade Thomas in lane 3, 13 years old, PB this morning as well, so she's definitely put herself in a brilliant position.
And Sophia Prosser at the top of our picture in lane 9 as well. First to turn will be Julia Elvidge then. 32.23 seconds. And second at the turn was Chloe Brotherton in the lane closest to us here at the bottom of the picture. So Chloe Brotherton going well in lane 0. Sometimes the swimmers in the middle of the pool don't know that you're up there.
That's the thing, being sneaky about it. You never expect it. So yeah, no, great to see Chloe doing so well.
Daisy Darcy looks like she's coming up into second place at the moment in lane 5. So first to turn at halfway, Julia Elvidge, 67.42. Then Daisy Darcy, 68.91. Mia Garner third. Tyler Jade Thomas in fourth. Fifth, Sophia Prosser at the top of our picture there.
Brilliant. Julia Elvidge as well, winning silver in the 100 back at this competition, so definitely goes to show she's definitely a stronger backstroker. So putting herself in a really good position there to hopefully get that gold.
Got that outside lane thing happening, I think, again with Sophia Prosser going well at the top of the picture. But it's Elvidge to turn first, and then look at this battle for silver and bronze medal. 4 swimmers, only 2 of those can get medals. So it's all down to the last 50 here.
Thomas there turning second, 13-year-old. Same for Sophia Prosser at the top. Doing really well there to keep up with these 14-year-olds.
Julia Elvidge with a PB of 2:23.22. She's going to win the gold medal, and hopefully she'll do it in a PB time as well. And look at the battle for silver and bronze.
Ellie Hull really making her way between that battle.
Julia Elvidge, can she get under 2:23? Oh, she got under 2:20. Wow. 2:19.99.
Brilliant.
3.2 seconds quicker than she's ever swum before. Ellie Hull got second place in 2:22.9, a PB there. Mia Garner, 2:23.25, also a personal best time. Tyler Jade Thomas, the fastest of our 13-year-olds in the final, 2:23.73 PB. Sophia Prosser, another 13-year-old, 2:24.56, that's a PB. Daisy Darcy then in 6th place, 2:24.92. Our first 5 swimmers all with personal best times in the final.
Yeah, Elvidge there, Royal Tunbridge Wells. Royal Tunbridge Wells doing really well. Amelie before in that relay and in that 200 free, so they're having a really strong meet as a club.
Yeah, brilliant to see. And as you say, Julia with the silver medal already at these championships in the 100 back, so upgrading to gold there.
Definitely. You noticed as well, Ellie Hull won the bronze in the 100 back as well this competition, and she came second in the 1500 free, so a range of events there for her going to this 200 back, but again multi-eventer, which I think is always just great to see at such a young age, doing so many different events and so many different distances as well.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So well done to all of our medalists there. We've got a slight delay in proceedings before we have our 15 years 200 metres backstroke final, but that will be our next event in the pool in a moment or two. We were just waiting for confirmation of the result there. And, well, I don't think there have been any changes. The officials probably just needed to clarify something before they agree to sign off the result. But it's Julia Elvidge with the gold medal, and that is confirmed. Okay, here we go then. Women's 15 years 200 metre backstroke final. And lane 9 for Tigers of Jersey is Elsa Dodds. Lane 0, Annabelle Neal for Middlesbrough. Lane 8, Emily Collins for Guildford City. Lane 1, Megan Daniel for Carradon. Lane 7, Lois Smith for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 2 is Saskia Spencer for Crawley. Lane 6, Jessica Hill for Tiverton. Lane 3, Erin Perman for Exeter City. Our two fastest qualifiers in lanes 5 and 4, Amy Fielding for Camden Swiss Cottage and Amy Jones for Leatherhead. Lanes 3, 4 and 5 here with the fastest times in the heats this morning. They all swam 2:21s. The next quickest 2:23s. But we've got some swimmers in this final who've got quicker PBs than they swam this morning, so we might see something special in the finals from one or two of these swimmers. Women's 15 years 200 metres backstroke final. Our swimmers in the final, Elsa Dodds, Emily Collins, Lois Smith, Jessica Hill, Amy Fielding, Amy Jones, Erin Perman, Saskia Spencer, Megan Daniel and Annabelle Neal. Emily.
Camden Swiss Cottage again.
Yeah.
Another strong one.
Yeah, you always notice the Camden Swiss Cottage swimmers.
Yeah, they're doing well.
And especially in the endurance events.
Yeah.
You can tell that the swimming, the training, the hard training's gone in for the Camden Swiss Cottage swimmers. Amy Jones leading, Megan Daniel second. Amy Fielding in 5 was third at that turn, although not much to choose between them, but then you see how good the turns are and you start to see the swimmers start to move apart, and Amy Jones got a good turn there. And second and third positions at the moment, I would say Amy Fielding and maybe Megan Daniel, although one or two swimmers are now coming up to swamp Megan Daniel. At the halfway turn, Amy Jones out in front, 65.91, and she's increased her lead. She's going away from everyone else. Amy Fielding second at that turn, then Megan Daniel.
Saskia Spencer in lane 2 there going pretty strongly, and she's still only 14 years old, hasn't yet turned 15, so the youngest out of the field and still keeping up with them all, so always great to see that.
Amy Jones will turn first with 50 metres to go. And you don't often see somebody have such a huge lead. I mean, that really is enormous. That's almost like a 400 metres event lead after 200 metres. There's no doubt about our winner, Amy Jones. She is swimming away. Amy Fielding's in second place now in lane 5, and in third, Erin Perman. And those are the 3 swimmers who swam the fastest times in the heats. Amy Jones is absolutely blasting here.
She's doing really well. I think she's going to absolutely smash her PB, hopefully.
Emily Collins, Lois Smith and Jessica Hill going well too, but it's Amy Jones, 2:15.20. A lifetime best by 2.7 seconds, almost 2.8. Well done, Amy Jones. What a swim in the final. And had that race won really after about 75 metres when she really started to move away from everybody else.
Definitely, obviously a very strong backstroker. Won the silver in the 100 back, so another great medal to add to her gold that she's just won here.
Amy Fielding gets a PB as well, 2:19.7. Jessica Hill in 4th place, 2:21.44. Just behind our bronze medalist Erin Perman. Jessica swimming faster in the final than she did this morning. It's always part of the challenge. We had joint 4th places actually there. Jessica Hill and Emily Collins, 2:21.44. And Lois Smith, 2:21.52, wasn't far behind, 8/100ths of a second. So those three pretty much hitting the wall simultaneously.
Emily Collins, though, came joint 4th. Nearly just 2-second PB there, so great to see the progression from the outside lanes again.
I think I saw Saskia Spencer's time was just slightly updated there. I might have spotted it out of the corner of my eye, but that's official, that time there, 2:23.03.
Yeah, PB.
A PB.
Yeah,
So
PB.
well done. Now the women's 16 years 200 metre backstroke final. Lily Rose Carr in lane 9 for City of Lincoln Pentaqua. Lane 0 is Kate Roberts for City of Liverpool. Lane 8, Ava Dwight-Clark for Novia Gwynedd Performance. Lane 1 is Isla Ince for Guildford City. Lane 7, Charlotte Gower for Rugby. Lane 2, Jessica Jones for Warrington Warriors. Lane 6 is Eve Parkin for York City Baths. Lane 3, Grace McDonald for Grantham. And the fastest 2 qualifiers here, Clementine Lovell for Mount Kelly in 5 and Evelyn Hallisey for Newcastle in 4. In the heats this morning, we had a 2:18 from Evelyn Hallisey. Clementine Lovell 2:19.06 in the heats, but she's got a 2:18 PB. And Grace McDonald in lane 3 has swum 2:17 in the past. Let's see what happens. Women's 16 years 200 metre backstroke final. Finalists are Lily Rose Carr, Aoife Dwight-Clark, Charlotte Gower, Eve Parkin, Clementine Lovell, Evelyn Hallisey, Grace McDonald, Jessica Jones, Isla Ince and Kate Roberts. And Grace McDonald's off to a really good start in lane 3. And on the far side of the pool, we've got another outside lane swimmer, Lily Rose Carr going well, and Aoife Dwight-Clark going with her in lane 8 as well. So it looks like lane 3, Grace McDonald turning with Carr and Dwight-Clark. Those three slightly ahead of the rest of the field at the turn. And now in the middle lanes, Evelyn Hallisey and Clementine Lovell starting to show as well. On backstroke, you can see the hands of the swimmers either side of you. You don't really see the hands of anybody more than one lane away, but you know that in lanes 4 and 5, certainly in lane 4, Evelyn Hallisey will know that she's got swimmers both sides of her right with her as she goes into that turn.
Definitely, and that's all you can really see on backstroke, just those two people. And it's horrible if you've ever swam backstroke in an outdoor pool as well. You don't have the lines or anything guiding you like you do in an indoor pool. And I've been there many a times where I've been on one side of the lane and I've ended up in the opposite corner because it's just clear blue sky above me and I don't have a clue where I am. So. And
you've got the pattern sometimes on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I swam at national championships once on backstroke and I hit the lane right because I followed the ceiling pattern.
Yeah.
And that was a lesson learned. Right, Clementine Lovell and Evelyn Hallisey are now out first 2 here, and it's Hallisey turning first with 50 metres to go, and up to third now, Grace McDonald. Now what's going to happen in this last 50 then? Hallisey with a body length lead, and I tell you what, she's really going for it. Look at this, increasing the stroke rates, and not just increasing it, but increasing the pace as well. Sometimes you can increase the stroke rate, but don't hold on to the water. But I think Evelyn Hallisey here is going away. She's kicking really hard as well. She's giving it absolutely everything. A really brilliant final 50. Evelyn Hallisey finishes in 2:15.57, and it's a 2-second PB.
Brilliant.
Clementine Lovell second then, 2:17.53, personal best as well. Well done, but there's our winner, Evelyn Hallisey, 2:15.57. And our gold and silver medal winners congratulate one another on a race well swum.
Season's best as well for Grace McDonald, 2:19 there, 2:19.50. Previously was 2:20.73, so over a second there, season's best. So well done, fastest swam you've done so far.
Yeah, really brilliant. And Evelyn Hallisey, I love to see that really kicking hard on the backstroke. I mean, she was giving it absolutely everything. That was foot right down on the pedal for that last 50.
Yeah, definitely. Paid off though.
It did, it did. Now the women's 17-18 years 200-metre backstroke final. Lane 9 is Petra Varga for Wirral Metro. Lane 0, Megan Titchener for Torfin Dolphins Performance. Lane 8, Fionn Humphreys for Novia Gwynedd Performance. Lane 1 is Constance Logan for Crawley. Lane 7, Katie Lee, City of Salford. Lane 2, Amber Rigg for Mount Kelly. Lane 6, Ines Grimond-Beetham for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 3, Millie Wells for Ellesmere College Swimming Academy. And the two fastest qualifiers. Lane 5, Martina Karabach for Chelsea and Westminster. And lane 4, Isabel Liptrot for Wigan Best. Well, hopefully we're in for a fast one here. We saw 2:15 from Isabel Liptrot in the heats this morning. 3 swimmers with 2:17s, 2 with 2:18s. Now we've got the adrenaline pumping. Let's see what we get in the women's 17s and 18s 200-metre backstroke final. Our swimmers in the final are Petra Varga, Fionn Humphreys, Katie Lee, Ines Grimond-Beetham, Martina Karabach, Isabel Liptrot, Millie Wells, Amber Rigg, Constance Logan and Megan Titchener.
And all these girls are actually 17 years old. So even though they're swimming in the 17 and 18 years age group, we only have one swimmer, Millie Wells, who is in the 18 years age group but hasn't yet turned 18 yet. So all swimmers currently swimming are 17, which I think is fantastic to see the younger ones really making that move and really strong within this 200 backstroke this year.
Innie's birthday is next week. That's when she'll turn 18. Not much to choose between the swimmers at that turn. Look at that. 1.08 seconds between all 10 swimmers at the first turn. So a very similar pace for everyone over the first 50. And now we start to see things start to separate. And in lane 4, Isabel Liptrot just edging in front. But going with her in lane 2, Amber Rigg. And in 3, Millie Wells. So Rigg, Wells and Liptrot, the first 3 at that turn. And also going with them, Katie Lee up in lane 7 at that turn. But these 3 from that turn have left Katie Lee behind as well. And now we're in danger of seeing 2 swimmers pull away, I think, because it's Isabel Liptrot and Amber Rigg, both now increasing their stroke rates and moving away from Millie Wells.
Really see there Amber Rigg's leg kick there coming along nicely. Her toes are just slightly coming out the water and you can really see the depth as well as she's kicking along there.
Big underwaters off the turn there as well from Amber Rigg. Millie Wells did quite a big turn too. But I think we've got a race for the gold medal between Amber Rigg and Isabel Liptrot here. And it could go either way. They're both giving it everything. They're both turning on the pace. It looks like it'll be Millie Wells for the bronze the way things are going. I don't think we're going to get Ines Greenman-Beaton catching her in lane 6. I think these three are swimming away, and who's going to get the gold? It's all going to be down to the reach for the wall. And it's Amber Rigg by 14 100ths of a second. Isabel Liptrot gets the silver medal, and Millie Wells the bronze, 2:15.61 seconds.
Amber Rigg there looks really shocked. Hand over her mouth there. I don't think she can quite believe it. Bless her, so well done to her. PB as well, 1:14.01, previous time of 2:14.96. So she looks really shocked with that, so brilliant. Always nice to shock yourself and be really proud of what you achieve when you touch that wall.
Amber Rigg, the gold medalist, as you say, a personal best time, and that third 50 was really impressive. That's when things really changed.
Definitely.
And you said you saw the
her kick, saw it change him.
And that was the change of gear. So silver medal to Isabel Liptrot, and Millie Wells there gets the bronze with 2:15.61. And would you believe that is only 7 100ths of a second slower than her PB? So pretty much as fast as she's ever swum for Millie Wells. Now the women's 19 years and over 200 metres backstroke final. Lane 9 is Isabel Lee for University of Nottingham. Lane 0, Caitlin Ebbage for University of Stirling. Lane 8, Madeline Soper for University of Nottingham. Lane 1, Holly Robinson for Mount Kelly. Lane 7, Mia Collier for the University of Birmingham. Lane 2 is Sophie Moore for City of Cambridge. Lane 6, Holly Marshall for City of Cardiff. Lane 3 is Anna Green for Edinburgh University. And then look at the qualifying times from this morning's heats. A big jump to lane 5, Honey Osrin, swimming for Loughborough Performance, and Neve Ward for University of Bath. Well, there was a big jump to their qualifying times, but they can both swim even faster in this final. Honey Osrin and Neve Ward. And I wonder if we can get a race between these two going, because that would inspire them both to a fast time, I think. It's the women's 19 years and over 200 metre backstroke final. Our finalists: Isabel Lee, Madeline Soper, Mia Collier, Holly Marshall, Honey Osrin, Neve Ward, Anna Green, Sophie Moore, Holly Robinson and Caitlin Ebbage. And we've got another big start in an outside lane, in lane 0 from Caitlin Ebbage.
Like to see it.
It's actually been overhauled already, but it was a great start. Neve Ward and Honey Osrin now moving through. Those will be the first three to turn: Ward, Osrin and Ebbage. And that is the order as they turn. And now we get up into our stroke and into our rhythm on the second 50.
In lane 5 made her Paris debut, her Olympic debut last year. Pretty sure she made the final, so 200 back, definitely her stronger event. So I think it will be, like you say, a good race between her and Neve.
It would be good if they can push each other here.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's a real chance of that. Look, they're going side by side. Look, 9 100ths of a second apart at 50. And, you know, at this point they can see each other's arms. That's the thing. I always feel when you can see someone's stroke, you can match it. You can, something subconscious happens.
Try and stick with them.
Yeah.
Lane 0 as well, Caitlin Ebbage, really going strongly. Looks like she is very strong at the 50 and 100, so that's definitely helped her move up the heat, the final, as we approach the 150 metre mark.
So it's Neve Ward, then Honey Osrin at the turn. And look at this, we've got 4, maybe 5 swimmers in with a chance of bronze medals the way they're going. Sophie Moore, Anna Green, Holly Marshall, Caitlin Ebbage, Mia Collier turning close together there, so keep an eye on that battle for bronze. But there's certainly a battle on for the gold medal, and we have got the race we wanted. Here we go. Niamh Ward in lane 4, getting away from Honey Osrin. Can Honey Osrin fight back here? It's going to be quite close, but I think Niamh Ward is going to get it. She's moved a half body length away in that last 25 metres and finishes in 2:11.75.
Passing this morning.
Not just that, it's a PB for
Yes.
Niamh Ward.
Oh, yes. Well done.
So great swimming for Niamh. Honey Osrin gets the silver medal. And the bronze medal goes to Sophie Moore in 2:16.5. That was a great final 50 in lane 2 because there wasn't much to choose between 5 swimmers at the final turn, and Sophie Moore was 0.79 of a second ahead of Holly Marshall. So that's a really, really good final 50 from Sophie to get the bronze medal there. 2:16.50. It's a PB as well. Okay, we're going back to the poolside. Let's celebrate the performances we've seen so far tonight. Here comes some medal ceremonies.
The medal ceremony for the men's 13-14 years, 200 metres breaststroke. The medals will be presented by Taylor Birds, Technical Official, Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Bronze medalists, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Kaplan Ela. Silver medalists, representing Chelsea and Westminster,
Nico Hero. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Joseph Bale. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 15 years, 200 metres breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Abingdon Vale, Zhang Yang. Silver medalist, representing Camden Swiss Cottage, Benjamin Pederkiel. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing the City of Birmingham, Leroy Shee. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, 200 metres breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Portsmouth North Sea, Lucas Laval. Silver medalist, representing Millfield, Jose Rodriguez. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Millfield, Wilfred Lee. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men 17-18 years, 200 metres breaststroke. Bronze medalist, representing Bristol and South Gloucestershire, Jamie Stemman. Silver medalist, representing Repton, William Tonks. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Joshua Inglis. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 19 years and over, 200 meters breaststroke. Bronze medalists, representing the University of Stirling, Rory Dixon. Silver medalist, representing the City of Cardiff, Maxwell Anderson. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing the University of Stirling, George Smith. Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Great to celebrate there with our medal winners. Now we're on to mixed classification finals, and we've got an expert with us in Maisie Summers-Newton.
Yeah.
So, well, we've got two finals coming up here back-to-back. Men's mixed classification 200 metres individual medley. Let's talk about that first, and the swimmers who we're going to see in this final.
Yeah, so the highlight swim for me this morning, Cameron Vernicum, PB, 2:10.58, really close to his Singapore qualifying time. And, you know, for him to get a PB this morning was I'm really proud of him. Obviously, Paris, he was in Paris last year. Unfortunately, got a little bit poorly whilst being out there, so didn't get his best performance from himself out there, but equally to make his first Paralympic Games was phenomenal. And yeah, Harry Stewart off the back of his European record on the 100 breaststroke, so definitely see him moving along the way when it becomes to that breaststroke part. Jason Vandermeer, like I mentioned earlier, definitely coming through the ranks, another S14 swimmer. But highlight for me, Bruce D, I think, you know, teammate, always going to cheer him on, S6 swimmer as well, so really hope he can get close to his PB of 2:43.40 tonight. So yeah, should be good.
Well,
and here he is.
Yeah. He'll be in lane 9. And he is swimming for Northampton, of course. And in lane 8, Lewis Jones for Aaron Tridents. Lane 1 is Akash Das for Oswestry Otters. Lane 7, Jack Milne for University of Aberdeen Performance. Lane 2 is Kai Bradford for Killer Whales. Lane 6, Jason Vandermeer for Newham and University of East London. Lane 3 is Harry Stewart for Plymouth College Aquatics. In the middle lanes, Dylan Broom for Swansea University Swimming Club, and Cameron Verncombe for Manchester Performance Centre is in lane 4. 5 swimmers in the SM14 category.
Yeah, when it was COVID, Cameron rode a BMX bike from where he lived all the way to Kelly College in any weather just to try and get to the training pool. And I think for him, you know, he's so determined and so dedicated and puts in so much work. So that's why I was so proud of him this morning when he made that time. So they're definitely the sides of the athletes that, you know, the people watching here may not know about. So hopefully, you know, a little more insight into these athletes tonight is always good. But no, hopefully it'll be a fantastic race.
Yeah, let's hope so. And remember, of course, it's all down to the points.
Definitely.
Because we have 5 swimmers in the SM14 category. But it's possible for any swimmer to win. It's the swimmer with the most points for their category, for their performance, that will win the race. Here we go. So it's Bruce D, Lewis Jones, Jack Milne, Jason Vandermeer, Dylan Broom, Cameron Verncombe, Harry Stewart, Kai Bradford and Akash Das. It's falling to the pool, 1 of each stroke. We start with butterfly, then we go to backstroke, breaststroke and freestyle.
Yeah. Cameron and Reese, 2 S14 swimmers going next to each other. Reese Darby, definitely someone that can push it on in the finals. Got a really strong breaststroke. But it is Cameron there who is heading out the fastest with that fly. Harry Stewart as well, 27.88, going to touch in second there. Really strong for him for the breaststroke swimmer.
We're keeping an eye, of course, on the other classifications. You've got Lewis Jones and Kai Bradford in 8 and 2 in the SM9 category. Akash Das in lane 1 in SM8. And, of course, Bruce D on the far side in the SM6 category.
Yeah, definitely. And Bruce got the second highest points. He's going in second to this final points-wise. So when it comes to the points, it's about whoever is closest to the world record in their classification. So even though Cameron may touch the wall first, we will have to wait for the rest of the swimmers to come in and see what that score total is. But Cameron is really doing well here. Breaststroke is one of his stronger strokes, and I think he had so much adrenaline and happy feelings from his 2:10 this morning that hopefully he was going into this race quite relaxed. But Bruce D in lane 9 really will make slightly more of a move. Definitely won't catch up to the rest of the guys because of their classification being a lot higher than Bruce's, but breaststroke is definitely one of his faster events, so definitely don't miss out for him.
Yeah, Bruce is on the far side of the pool in lane 9. We can't quite see him at the moment, but we will catch a glimpse of him in a moment, I'm sure. And look at this, not much to choose between Harry Stewart and Dylan Broom at the turn there in second and third places, but off the turn and into freestyle, Dylan Broom has surged away.
Yeah, Dylan Broom, Commonwealth Games, Birmingham 2022, representing Wales, but Cameron Vernicum is doing fantastically well. I believe the qualifying time for Singapore is 2:09.25, and he is approaching the wall, and he's going to absolutely smash it. 2:08.95, 932 points for Cameron. That is absolutely fantastic. 2-second drop from this morning, just about, and he should be so pleased with that. He has just booked himself onto the plane for Singapore for the World Championships in September, so well done to Cameron.
Yeah,
Dylan Broom
amazing
as well, 2:13.44 PB for him in second, 841 points.
And watch out for Bruce D coming into the wall now at the far end of the pool, lane 9. He hits the wall now and he scores 873, and that is going to get the silver medal for Bruce D, 2:44.54. It's the second highest points total in the pool.
Definitely, just a second outside his time, which he set in Paris as well. So for these swimmers to be going faster than the times they were in Paris, you know, when you've trained for 3 or 4 years to get to that point, and a year after going these times, it's fantastic. But Cameron Vernicum, 2:08.95, 932 points. I'm so proud of him. He should be so pleased with that. So
Viewers, I wish we had a camera to show
I know,
you the smile
I'm so
on
proud of
Maisie
him.
Summers
I'm so
Newton's
proud of
face. She's delighted.
Bruce D down there as well, looking exhausted, bless him, after that, but he gave that absolutely everything. The times for Singapore this year are pretty quick, so you know, I think for him to be just a second outside of his PB, he should be really pleased. So well done to all the swimmers.
Yeah, congratulations. Right, we've got women's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle final now, and here come our finalists. Lane 9 is Evie Lambert, representing Borough of Kirklees. Lane 0, Ahalia Lettenberger for Loughborough University. Lane 8, Scarlett Humphrey for Northampton. Lane 1, Eliza Humphrey for Northampton. One of Maisie's teammates, of course, just like Scarlett Humphrey. Lane 7, Isabella Haynes for Swim Bournemouth. Lane 2, Brock Whiston for London Disability. Lane 6 is Brooklyn Hale for Cockermouth. Lane 3, Amber Haycock for Northampton. 3 Northampton swimmers in this final. Lane 5, Callie-Ann Warrington for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. And in lane 4, a swimmer who set a world record this week for University of Aberdeen performance, Faye Rogers. She set that world record in 200 butterfly.
Really looking forward to see what she can do in her 100 fly, her main event. But she did fantastically well this morning, 400 free, 441.31. Definitely someone who can push it on this evening. Same for Brock Whiston. She's definitely someone that's faster, a lot faster in the final. So really looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Yep. Well, that's quite a good reputation to have, that you're faster in the finals. So let's see.
These swimmers were in Paris last year, so pretty stacked final. Hopefully inspiring all the others that are in the heats with them as well.
Yep. It's the women's mixed classification 400 metres freestyle final. Our finalists here then: Evie Lambert, Scarlett Humphrey, Isabella Haynes, Brooklyn Hale, Callie-Ann Warrington, Faye Rogers, Amber Haycock, Brock Whiston, Eliza Humphrey and Alia Lettenberger. 8 lengths of the pool of freestyle.
Yeah, definitely going to see a range of different swimmers swimming completely different speeds here. You know, the 3 lanes in the middle, lane 3, 4, 5, S10 swimmers, so on the higher end of the physically impaired on the classification system. And then the likes of Scarlett and Eliza Humphrey, S11 swimmers, so the most visually impaired. Both twins, definitely big rivals for one another. Sisters, so I've definitely seen many sister arguments between the two of them over my swimming career, but no, the nicest people and some of my best friends there. And not forgetting in lane 0, Alia Lettenberger, S7 swimmer from America, so represented America last year in Paris. So the lower classification there, so definitely don't forget her for the points when we do approach the last few lengths of the race. But it is Faye Rogers at the moment who is leading.
Yeah, 64.86 at that turn, with Callie-Ann Warrington 66.04, and then Brooklyn Hale 110.80, pretty much touching the wall simultaneously with Amber Haycock in lane 3.
Great to have Brooklyn and Isabella in lane 6 and 7, 2 S9 swimmers, and Evie Lambert there. Evie's probably a little bit further out to be able to see those two swimmers going next to one another, but always great to have, you know, those classifications being able to race one another, because it is only on the world stage where you get to race your own classification. So for these guys to be multi-class, it can be difficult sometimes to pace, as we can see the swimmers are all over the place at the moment, but no, always good to race someone in your classification near you. So yeah,
that makes a difference when you're at the big championships
definitely.
in your own classification.
Yeah, I remember when I was finally able to race Ellie Simmons and being able to finally race an S6 swimmer who was around the same speed as me, but at the time she was a lot faster than me. But yeah, just knowing kind of, right, she's the person that I definitely need to try and beat or be as close as possible to. So yeah, no, it definitely helps.
200 metres gone rather. We're halfway through. Faye Rogers 2:14.94. I mean, there's a possibility she could swim close to her PB here with that sort of split after 200 metres.
Yeah, she's on great form, like you say, breaking the world record in the 200 already this week. So yeah, definitely someone to look out for the rest of the competition. And in Singapore, she already got the qualifying time at trials in April. So yeah, she's already gained a massive lead here.
3 lengths of the pool to go after this turn then. 250.02. And remember, we have 3 S10 swimmers in this heat in lanes 3, 4 and 5. But let's also think about the other classifications as they go into that turn with 150 metres to go. Brock Whiston,
Yeah.
S8, 3:07.48 at that turn.
Yep. Gold medal on the 200 IM last year in Paris. Came 5th as well at Paralympics in this event. But she's definitely someone that drops a lot of time in the finals. So season's best so far, 5:01.77. Brock also does teaching as well alongside this. So every day, you know, she's supporting young children in schools whilst also doing her training. So she works so hard, such an incredible athlete. And she was someone yesterday that I mentioned always kind of chills me out when I'm in the call room. So yeah.
That's a crucial role to play.
Definitely.
We've got S9 swimmers in 6 and 7. Brooklyn Hale just turned after 300 metres in 3:48.97. And Isabella Haynes 7 seconds behind, 3:55.97 at that last turn. And also Evie Lambert in lane 9. Turning in 7th place at the last turn. So we're into the last 25 metres for our leader. for Faye Rogers.
Yeah, definitely. And
4:33.01 is her PB. It's not going to be quite as quick as that, but it's not far off.
oh, definitely. And she'll definitely be within her time she set this morning of 4:41.31.
Faster in the finals than in the heats for Faye Rogers. 864 points.
Yeah, she should be really pleased with that, you know. Hopefully we'll be able to swim it in Singapore potentially and potentially get closer to her PB then. But no, she should be really pleased with that race.
Annie-Ann Warrington coming in now. She'll touch the wall second, and it'll be about 680 points, something like that. 683 for Annie-Ann Warrington. And then Brock Whiston, 808 points, 504.22.
Yeah, again, faster than this morning, 5:11.90 for her this morning, 5:04.22, 808 points again, brilliant time.
Brooklyn Hale with 745 points for 5:05.07. That's only 1 second slower than her PB for Brooklyn.
Income there, Scarlett Humphrey tapped on the head to let her know that she's approaching the wall and needs to finish. That was faster for her than this morning, which is great to see that progression again. And coming in now, Eliza Humphrey, 641 points for a 5:40.90, which I believe is about the same time as this morning. So good consistency there for Eliza. Qualified in this event for the Paralympic Games last year. But overall, I'd say a pretty good race there.
Yeah, definitely. We have to wait for the result to be confirmed because the Humphrey twins, they'll have their goggles checked. We have to make sure they're completely blacked out. And once we have the agreement from the officials that they've checked the goggles, only then do we get our graphic on screen to tell you the results. But I can tell you what we're going to see is Faye Rogers with 864 points is going to be the gold medal winner from that race. Brock Whiston will get the silver with 808 points. And the bronze medal will go to Brooklyn Hale with 745, just 8 points more than Scarlett Humphrey in the S11 class with 737.
Yeah. And Brooklyn Hale as well, only being 15 years old compared to the rest of the field who are, some of them way in their 20s, so brilliant there for Brooklyn Hale to race against these swimmers there. And there are the official results with Faye Rogers in first place with 864 points.
808 points. I mean, that's
very,
seriously
very good.
for Brock
Yeah,
Whiston.
really good.
Okay, we're going back to the poolside now. We're going to present some medals to the swimmers who've had brilliant performances so far tonight in this session.
Have teamed up with Eurovision Sport to provide exclusive coverage of the World Championships live from Singapore. Every day there'll be 2 highlight shows broadcast live from Southeast Asia. You can access all of them by heading to the Aquatics GB website, aquaticsgb.com. We are the only national governing body in the world that's providing this service this year. So please take advantage of it. Tune in to watch all of our superstar athletes perform in the World Championships Swimming Stars from the 27th of July.
Medal ceremony for the women's 13-14 years, 200 meters backstroke. The medals will be presented by Reese Kirby, technical official, the Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Bronze medalist, representing the Borough of Harrow, Mia Garner. Silver medalist, representing the City of Birmingham, Ellie Hull. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Julia Alvich. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years, 200 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Exeter City, Erin Perman. Silver medalist, representing Camden Swiss Cottage, Amy Fielding. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Leatherhead, Amy Jones. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 16 years, 200 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Grantham, Grace McDonald. Silver medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Clementine Laval. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Newcastle, Evelyn Hallisey. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17-18 years, 200 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing Ellesmere College Swimming Academy, Millie Wells. Silver medalist, representing Wigan Best, Isabel Liptrot. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Mount Kelly, Amber Rigg. The medal ceremony for the women's 19 years and over, 200 meters backstroke. Bronze medalist, representing the City of Cambridge, Sophie Moore. Silver medalist, representing Loughborough Performance Centre, Honey Osrin. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing the University of Bath, Neve Ward. Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Back to the pool then, and we have more finals to come. Don't forget, at the end of this session, the culmination, the climax, will be the men's 4x100 freestyle relay finals. So we've got those to look forward to. as well. They'll be right at the end of this session. But next on our schedule, the men's 13-14 years 100 metres butterfly final. And here are our finalists: Andrew Liu for Step Rock in lane 9, Ben Stevenson for Garston in lane 0, lane 8 Julian O'Croy for Delting Dolphins in 8 there. Lane 1 is Jack Hurst for Borough of Kirklees. Lane 7 will be Zach Walker for Thurrock. Lane 2 will be Zachary Callanan for Maidenhead. Lane 6, Jason Lee for City of Birmingham. Lane 3, Oliver Ratchford for Sevenoaks. And the 2 fastest qualifiers for this final, Lane 5, Jake Battle, swimming for Repton, and Lane 4, Henry Barker for Romsey and Totten. Swimming sub 60 seconds in the heats this morning. There are our finalists: Jason Lee, a 13 years swimmer, born in 2012, the rest born in 2011. And I should tell you before we start, Maisie Summers-Newton's not in the commentary box at the moment because she's gone off to congratulate Cameron Vernkamp, and why not? So she'll be back to join us in a little while. Here we go, men's 13-14 years 100 metres butterfly final. The swimmers in this final are Andrew Liu, Julian O'Croy, Zach Walker, Jason Lee, Jake Battle, Henry Barker, Oliver Ratchford, Zachary Callanan, Jack Hurst and Ben Stevenson. Lane 1, Jack Hurst going up very fast, but now coming through in lane 4, Henry Barker, and what a time that was in the heats this morning, 59.45. 9 of these swimmers set PBs this morning in the heats. So we're all on form here. Jack Hurst turning first in lane 1. 27.58 it was for him at that turn. And Henry Barker is second at the moment, probably just moving into first now in lane 4. Henry Barker, well, he's looking to his right as he swims here. I'm not sure that his coach would like that. And he's got to get his head down now in the last 5. It's Henry Barker, and it's 59.50. Well, that's a great swim for a gold medal, although judging by the body language, I think he's a little disappointed to have gone 5/100ths of a second slower than he did in the heats. But look at that, the only swimmer under 60 seconds. Jack Hurst came close, 60.04, a new PB by almost a second. Jake Battle, 60.15, also going close to that 60-second barrier. That's a PB. Oliver Ratchford just 5/100ths of a second quicker than Zachary Callanan, and 8/100 second quicker than Zach Walker. Lots of PBs in that final. Well done, boys. Now the men's 15 years 100 metre butterfly final. And our swimmers here starting in lane 9, Elliot Griffiths for Walsall. Lane 0, Damien Frachet-Krigier for City of Southampton. Lane 8 is Jack Stoneman for Portsmouth North Sea. Lane 1, Martin Vermatz for Camden Swiss Cottage. Lane 7 is Harry Cook for Aberdeen Dolphins. Lane 2 will be Jacob Bacon for City of Peterborough. Lane 6 is Robert Shipley for Middlesbrough. Lane 3, Samuel Andrews for Atlantis. And the fastest 2 qualifiers, they were only 7/100ths of a second apart. Toby Hodgson for Leatherhead in 5, and James Biddick for Oakhampton Otters in lane 4. Well, those two in our golden lanes in the middle of the pool will be on course for a big race here They'll be thinking about each other right from the moment they step on the blocks here. James Biddick and Toby Hodgson with 57 sixes in the heats this morning. Toby Hodgson has swum a little bit quicker than that in the past. Here we go, the final of the men's 15 years 100 metres butterfly. Finalists then Elliot Griffiths, Jack Stoneman, Harry Cook, Robert Shipley, Toby Hodgson, James Biddick, Samuel Andrews, Jacob Bacon, Martin Vermaat and Damien Frachet-Krigia. Straight out here, Toby Hodgson in lane 5, looking very strong, covering a lot of ground with every stroke here. Toby Hodgson really eating up the water as he goes through. Turning first in 26.24. 9/10 of a second quicker than Biddick in lane 4. Now, has he given too much in that first 50? Can James Biddick come back at him here? The battle for bronze at the moment looks like it's between Jacob Bacon in 2 and Robert Shipley in 6. But Shipley may even be pushing up towards the silver medal position the way things are going. We're not going to stop Toby Hodgson. He's going to win the gold medal here, and what a swim that is. 56.00. Never swum under 57 before, so that's a huge PB. Well done, Toby Hodgson. Fantastic swimming. James Biddick was second, 57.26. Quite a big PB as well, you know, by 0.35 of a second. Jacob Bacon gets the bronze by 1/100th of a second ahead of Robert Shipley. Both of those swimmers under 58 seconds for the first time. So PBs for those guys. Martin Vermaat, 58.85, that's a PB. Jack Stoneman, 58.97. That's a first swim under 59 seconds for Jack. Samuel Andrews then, 59.27. That's a first swim under 60 seconds for Samuel. Damien Frachet-Krigia, 59.5. Actually, Samuel Andrews swam 58.54 in the heats. His previous PB was 60.08. Damien Frachet-Krigia, 59.55 there. Faster than he swam in the heats. Okay, on to the men's 16 years 100 metres butterfly final. Lane 9 is Toby Nakamura-Drew for Plymouth College Aquatics. Lane 0, Benjamin Roberts for Grantham. Lane 8 is Thomas Marshall for Exeter City. Lane 1, Daniel Codaverde for Stockport Metro. Lane 7 is James Kilpatrick for Carnegie. Lane 2, Andrew Hunter for Cleethorpes and Districts. Lane 6 is Thomas Woofenden for City of Leeds. Lane 3, Colton Dorfeld for Millfield. And our fastest 2 qualifiers, Ethan Soppett-Moss in lane 5 for Corby. And Samuel Sutcliffe for Ramsbottom in lane 4. And look at the time, Samuel Sutcliffe swam in the heats, 55.34. Everybody swam under 58 to qualify for this final. We had 2 swimmers in the 56s, Ethan Soppett-Moss and Colton Dorfeld, and Samuel Sutcliffe with that 55.34. We've already seen PBs from these swimmers today. Can we go even lower? The men's 16 years 100 metres butterfly final. So it's Toby Nakamura-Drew, Thomas Marshall, James Kilpatrick, Thomas Woofenden, Ethan Soppert-Moss, Samuel Sutcliffe, Colton Dorfeld, Andrew Hunter, Daniel Codaverde and Benjamin Roberts in this final. 4 and 5, Sutcliffe and Soppert-Moss going well. And also in lane 3, Colton Dorfeld as we get to the turn. It's Sutcliffe, Dorfeld, Soppert-Moss there. And watch these turns. Sutcliffe really gaining, I think, underwater off the wall and getting himself almost a body length clear now. Soppert-Moss and Dorfeld second and thirds. And fighting to perhaps catch them in lane 7. James Kilpatrick going well. It's going to be Samuel Sutcliffe, who swam so fast in the heats this morning. 54.39, a new PB for Samuel Sutcliffe in winning the gold medal. Ethan Soppert-Moss, 54.86, first time under 55.5 for him. So that's a huge PB for Ethan Soppert-Moss. Colton Dorfeld, 55.45. That's a PB too. James Kilpatrick gets 4th place there. He'd never swum under 57 before, so that's a PB. Toby Nakamura drew 56.64, also a first swim under 57 seconds. Andrew Hunter under 57 for the first time. Daniel Codaverde, 56.78, 3/4 of a second quicker than he swam in the heats this morning. Now the men's 17-18 years 100 metres butterfly final. In lane 9, Achilles Bello-Armenio for Guildford City. Lane 0, Thomas Parrott for Mount Kelly. Lane 8 is Chengzi Duan for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 1, Ethan Stubbs Green for Millfield. Lane 7, Joshua Shepherd for Thurrock. Lane 2, Dion Edwards for Nofio Gwynedd Performance. Lane 6, Harry Chandler for Worcester. Lane 3, Abdul Jabbar Adama for Mount Kelly. And the 2 fastest qualifiers in 5 and 4, Matthew Hamilton in 5 for Plymouth College Aquatics and Jack Brown in 4 for Plymouth Leander. Jack Brown has got the fastest PB to his name in this final, 51.87 seconds, a full second and a half quicker than he swam in the heats. Matthew Hamilton was right on his PB with 54.26 in the heats this morning. Let's see how fast lanes 4 and 5 can go here. Jack Brown and Matthew Hamilton in the yellow lanes in the middle of the pool. It's the men's 17-18 years 100 metres butterfly final. Our finalists then, Achilles Bello-Armenio, Chengzi Duan, Joshua Shepherd, Harry Chandler, Matthew Hamilton, Jack Brown, Abdul Jabbar Adama, Dion Edwards, Ethan Stubbs Green and Thomas Parrott. We have 4 swimmers in this final who were born in 2008 and 6 swimmers born in 2007. Abdul Jabbar Adama turning first, the gold medalist from the 100 metres freestyle at these championships already, and looking really good. Looking like he's got an arm's length advantage now on Jack Brown, but Jack Brown's fighting back. Remember, Jack Brown's got a PB of under 52 seconds, and also coming back Matthew Hamilton in 5. These 3 guys in the middle really tussling for the medals here, and coming through, Jack Brown is going to win it. What a great second 50 from Jack Brown. 53.12. So quicker than Jack swam in the heats. He gets the gold medal and puffs his cheeks out. That was hard work. Abdul-Jabbar Adama, 53.70. Also quicker than he swam in the heats this morning. And Matthew Hamilton, 54.02 with a PB to get the bronze medal. Joshua Shepherd in fourth there. First swim under 55 seconds for Joshua. Finishing there in 54.98 seconds. And that was 5/100ths of a second ahead of Thomas Parrott, 55.03. Thomas there with a PB as well. And look, that was only a fraction ahead of Harry Chandler as well, who finished sixth. Harry Chandler in 55.07, that's a PB. So several PBs for the swimmers in that final. Well done to everyone there. Maisie Summers-Newton is back with us. Maisie, before we get to the next final, you've been to see Cameron Vienkamp.
He was buzzing.
Buzzing?
Absolutely buzzing. So proud for him. Gave him a massive hug. But the main part now, he's got to be quite cool, calm and collected, ready for this 100 fly coming up. So I think that's the main thing for him. But I think any way that this 100 fly goes for him later on, it doesn't really matter because he's done his best event. So that's the main thing.
We'll talk more about Cameron then later on. Let's introduce the finalists here, the men's 19 years and over. You've seen Rhys Edwards in lane 9 for Swansea University. Aidan Kay for City of Glasgow in lane 0. Andrew Bertoli is in lane 8 for the University of Stirling. And then that was Joe Litchfield for Loughborough University, who goes in lane 1. Lane 7, Lewis Fraser for Swansea University. Lane 2, Jamie Robertson for University of Stirling. Jamie Ingram for the City of Manchester Aquatics in lane 6. Nicholas Finch for Chelsea and Westminster in 3. And here come our fastest 2 qualifiers. Joshua Gammon in lane 5 for Bath Performance Centre. And another Bath Performance Centre swimmer in 4, Jacob Peters. They were only 8/100ths of a second apart in the heats this morning.
Quite a stacked final there. Jacob Peters, Joshua Gammon, Jamie Ingram on the Commonwealth Games team with myself in 2022. So always nice to see what he's doing now. 100 fly, definitely one of his main events. So it will be good to see if he can go faster than his season's best that he did this morning, or 53 seconds.
And it's only 0.38 seconds separating our first 4 swimmers, or rather 0.56 I should say, separating our leading 4 swimmers from the heats. So that's the kind of gap that anybody could bridge with a good swim in the final. Like you said to us yesterday, change something technical and you can see a big difference.
Definitely, yeah. Could be the dive, could be the turn, could be anything.
Here we go then, the men's 19 years and over 100 metres butterfly final. Here, Rhys Edwards, Andrew Bertoli, Lewis Fraser, Jamie Ingram, Joshua Gammon, Jacob Peters, Nicholas Finch, Jamie Robertson, Joe Litchfield and Aidan Kay. And Jacob Peters off to a brilliant start here in lane 4, surging through, breathing every stroke and giving maximum power I think on every stroke as well. Turning first in 23.87 with Joshua Gammon second and Nicholas Finch third. Lewis Fraser was 4th at that turn.
Brilliant underwaters as well from those boys off that first turn.
Now, I don't think Jacob Peters is keeping the pace up. I think he looks a little bit tired, and the other swimmers are catching him here. There are medals available here for the other swimmers. It's lanes 7, 6, 5, 4 and 3 all going into the wall together, and who's going to get it right on the touch? It's Nicholas Finch, 52.37. Joshua Gammon 52.44, so Nicholas Finch winning by 7/100ths of a second, and we've got joint bronze medals as well. Joint bronze, I'll give you details of that in a moment, but look at that, 52.37 for Nicholas Finch, swimming faster than he did this morning. Joshua Gammon in 52.44, also improving on his heats time, and look at that, Jacob Peters, Lewis Fraser exactly the same time, 52.58. They will both get bronze medals.
Quite fascinating when you get a double of a medal. I've seen it happen a few times at the Olympic Games, which is always quite cool. Quite fascinating to think that they obviously make more than one of those medals for that event as well, which is quite cool to know.
Yeah, it's funny to know that there are spare medals lying around somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder where they keep them.
Right, we go on now to women's 15 years 50-metre butterfly finals now. Our first finalist for the 15-year-old swimmers, lane 0, Kalila Smith for Aberdeen. Just waiting for everything to be in place before the swimmers come onto the pool side, I think. So bear with us for a moment. While we're waiting, Maisie, tell us more about Cameron Veerkamp. You said he was buzzing, and like you say, now the task begins now to prepare for the World Para-Swimming Championships.
Yeah, exactly. So this for Cameron was one of his, major meets really this season, because obviously he hadn't qualified for Singapore yet in April, so he had tapered for this meet. So, he's probably swimming as fast as he possibly could there for today. And now he's got the challenge of really kind of planning how he's going to prepare the training now for the next 2 months or so leading into Singapore. So yeah, he should be so excited, so excited.
Yeah, and we'll see Cameron again in a moment. Here come the finalists for the women's 15 years 50-metre butterfly final. Kalila Smith for Aberdeen in lane 0. Scarlett Shepherd for Guildford City will be in lane 1. Lily Stansfield in lane 2 for Harrogate District. Grace Yardley in 3 for Brompton. Lane 4, Amber Hinton swimming for Dumfries. Lane 5, Agata Sherbakova for City of Coventry. Lane 6, Favour Umo for City of Bristol. Lane 7 is Edith Lee for City of Cardiff. Lane 8, Lily Green for Mount Kelly. And lane 9, Ella Humphreys for Millfield. Very little to choose between these swimmers in the heats this morning. 0.09 between Amber Hinton, well actually 0.13 between Amber Hinton and Grace Yardley, first, second and third qualifiers.
PBs as well from lane 4, 5 and 6 as well, which is brilliant to see. So again, it's going to be close.
Yeah, and every single millisecond is going to count in this race. You've got to get everything absolutely right to put it all together. Women's 15 years 50-metre butterfly final. Like a good start in lane 7 there for Edith Lee. And that could be crucial.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. She looked really quick off that block. That reaction time was very speedy from her.
Two swimmers going really well at the bottom of the picture. Kalila Smith and Scarlett Shepherd at this early stage as well. And in 6 and 7, Favour Umo and Edith Lee. Coming through now, Scarlett Shepherd in lane 1 as well. Who's going to get the touch as they all reach for it? It's Favour Umo, 28.48. Scarlett Shepherd beaten by 2/100ths of a second. And Edith Lee, a further 2/100ths of a second back. So only 0.04 separated our first 3 swimmers, and Favour Umo is the winner with a time of 28.48 seconds.
PB for her there. Great to see. Edith Lee as well with that bronze medal.
Scarlett Shepherd missed her PB by 1/100th of a second. That's incredible.
That's nothing though, really.
No.
Over 50 metres, that's absolutely nothing. So she should be pleased with that.
And really very little to choose between, less than half a second between first and 7th, I think it was there. Here come our finalists for the women's 16 years 50 metres butterfly. Isabel Brand for Rugby in lane 0. Delilah Martin for Hazelmere in lane 1. Libby Shum for Torfin Dolphins Performance in 2. Olivia Greenall for City of Norwich in lane 3. Lane 4, our fastest qualifier is Abigail McInerney for Inverclyde. Lane 5, Jasmine Carter for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 6 is Miley Aram for Derby Excel. Lane 7, Madeline Hind for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Lane 8, Lucia Lesty for City of Salford. And lane 9, Ellen Winstanley for City of Hereford. 3 swimmers under 29 seconds in the heats. Abigail McInerney with a time of 28.02. And everybody else in this final will be hoping they can keep with her and lower their own PBs. It's the women's 16 years, 50 metres butterfly final. Our finalists then, Ellen Winstanley, Lucia Lesty, Madeline Hind, Miley Aram, Jasmine Carter, Abigail McInerney, Olivia Greenall, Libby Shum, Delilah Martin and Isabel Brand. And in lane 4, Abigail McInerney, I think she's going to hold her breath for as long as possible, and you can see that's making a difference. She's keeping her head down, breathing every 3 at least, and it's McInerney who gets to the wall first, 27.72. The technique there of keeping her head down, keeping her body level, I think really made all of the difference because she took fewer breaths than anybody else in that final.
Yeah, definitely, you can make the most difference. And Abigail as well, winning the gold last year in the 50 fly in the 15 years age group. So again, moved up to the 16 years age group and won that gold medal this year today. So well done to her there.
Jasmine Carter sets a PB 28.17. Olivia Greenall with the bronze medal, also with a PB 28.46. And that was 0.08 of a second ahead of Miley Aram, who just misses out on a medal there with a time of 28.54. Interesting to see the different techniques there, even in just 50 metres.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone can swim it differently, yeah.
Here come our finalists for women's 17, 18 years, 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0, Seren Talentire for Northumberland and Durham Performance. Lane 1, Lucy Grant for City of Newport. Lane 2, Millie Harris for West Norfolk. Lane 3, Sky Carter for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 4, Flavia Camsol, the fastest qualifier for Mount Kelly. Lane 5, Blythe Kinsman, also for Mount Kelly, the 2 fastest qualifiers in 4 and 5 teammates. Lane 6, Catherine Renfrew for Perth City. Lane 7, Ailey Robertson for South Ayrshire. Lane 8 is Eloise Cole for Repton. And lane 9, Charlotte Smith for Norwich Swan. Two swimmers in the middle lanes here went under 27 seconds in the heats. We could be on for a straight race really between those two swimmers.
Yeah, both swimmers as well from Mount Kelly as well. So again, that friendly rivalry between the two teammates. Both very close in age as well. Blythe born on the 24th of February and Flavia 2 days later. So yeah, very close there between those two.
Here we go, the final of the women's 17 and 18 years 50 metres butterfly. It's Charlotte Smith, Eloise Cole, Ailey Robertson, Catherine Renfrew, Blythe Kinsman, Flavia Canzol, Sky Carter, Millie Harris, Lucy Grant and Seren Talentire. And in lane 5, Blythe Kinsman's going very well here. And Blythe, as we saw in the previous final, not breathing very often. But Flavia Camsol coming through very strongly. And Sky Carter as well in lanes 5, 4 and 3. And that's how they finish. It's Blythe Kinsman and it's a joint gold medal for the two Mount Kelly swimmers in lanes 4 and 5. Wow.
That's a PB as well for Blythe. Just over her PB there for Flavia, but wow, 2 golds for Mount Kelly. They will be very pleased with that.
26.51 seconds And I tell you what, Blythe was leading there after about 35 metres, and she was holding her breath. She wasn't breathing every other stroke. She was breathing less often than that. And Flavia Camsol came surging back in the last 15. Sky Carter gets the bronze medal with 27.04, swimming faster than she did in the heats. In fact, all three of our medalists swam faster in the final than they did in the heats. Right, the final now for the women's 19 years and over 50 metres butterfly. Lane 0, Isabella Ocaro for Repton. Lane 1, Shannon Stock for City of Sheffield. Lane 2, Kira Morris for City of Glasgow. Lane 3, Betsy Wizard for Northampton. Lane 4, Kate Clifton for City of Sheffield. Lane 5, Lucy Grieve, University of Stirling. Lane 6 is Georgina Pryor for Derby Excel. Lane 7, Tallulah Paisley for Brompton. Lane 8 is Sophie King for Woking. And lane 9, Isabel Lee, University of Nottingham. And quickly, we've got one of your Northampton teammates in this final, Betsy Wizard.
She has the best name in the world, Betsy Wizard. What a surname. But no, yeah, brilliant swim for her, PB, 27.21. So you never know, hopefully she can push that on tonight as well. Potentially go a little bit faster, but Kate Clifton there in lane 4 as well. Looks like she's a pretty decent sprinter as well. So yeah, should be a good race between lanes 3, 4 and 5.
Let's see what happens then. The women's 19 years and over 50 metres butterfly final. The finalists are Isabel Lee, Sophie King, Tallulah Paisley, Georgina Pryor, Lucy Grieve, Kate Clifton, Betsy Wizard, Kieran Morris, Shannon Stotts and Isabella Ocaro. And going well in lane 4, Kate Clifton got off to a good start, and I think she's actually accelerating away from everyone else. Lucy Grieve's going with her in lane 5. And in lane 3, Betsy Wizard looks like she could be in for a medal here. It's those three who are going to touch first, second and third. It's Kate Clifton first, 26.80. Lucy Grieve with 26.86. Not much between gold and silver. And Betsy Wizard with the bronze medal, 27.13 seconds.
The first one this morning, yeah, definitely. She should be really pleased. And she made that move back to Northampton last year. She was originally in Arkansas for university studies, but yeah, moved to Northampton and since then has been really, really dropping her time. So yeah, really pleased for her that it's all coming back together and working so well.
Brilliant. And not much between our gold and silver medal winners there. Kate Clifton with 26.80. Quarter of a second quicker than she swam in the heats. And Lucy Grieve, 26.86, also going about a quarter of a second quicker than she swam in the heats. Well done to the swimmers there. Let's hand out some medals to the swimmers who've had the outstanding performances so far tonight in this final session. Let's go down to the poolside for medal ceremonies.
We'll be back to the swimming in just a moment, but first, some medal ceremonies are coming right up. The medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 200 metres individual medley. The medals will be presented by Sam Watson, recording team member, Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Bronze medalist, representing Swansea University, Dylan Broom. Silver medalist, representing Northampton, Bruce D. gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Manchester Performance Centre, Cameron Verncombe. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 400 meters freestyle. Bronze medalist, representing Cockermouth, Brooklyn Hale. Silver medalist, representing London Disability, Brock Whiston. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing the University of Aberdeen Performance, Faye Rogers.
Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Back we go to the pool then, and it's men's mixed classification 100 meters butterfly final. Let's introduce our finalists. Lane 9, Kai Bradford for Killer Whales. Lane 0, Thomas Navarro Barber for Portsmouth North Sea. Lane 8 is Rowan Brennan for Basildon and Phoenix. Lane 1, Dylan Broom for Swansea University. Lane 7, Jason van der Merwe. Got our lanes mixed up, I think, here. The graphics on the screen. You're right. Anyway, I'll keep going. Jude Gunner for Norwich Swan. Mark Thompson for Bolton Metro is in lane 3. Will Ellards is in 5 for Norwich Swan. And lane 4, Rhys Darby.
Yeah, should be a brilliant multi-class 100 metres final. Will Ellard and Rhys Darby, 2 S14 swimmers in the middle. Rhys Darby already swam the 200 IM this afternoon, so he may be feeling a little bit tired, but I think he really wanted to focus on this 100 fly this evening. Will Ellard, silver medalist from Paris last year, so again, one of his favourite events.
What about Cameron though, after getting that time earlier in this session, how's he going to feel?
I think he'll be happy either way. I think, the 200 IM was his main event. He looks pretty chilled out now, just sitting down on the chair, ready to go. But no, I think either way he'll be happy with his race.
It's the final of the men's mixed classification 100 metres butterfly. Our swimmers in the final: Kai Bradford, Rowan Brennan, Cameron Verncombe, Jude Gunner, Will Ellards, Rhys Darby, Mark Thompson, Rio Rogers, Jason van der Merwe and Thomas Navarro Barber. 2 lengths of the pool on butterfly.
Yeah, William Ellard going up really strong there. Butterfly is his strongest event. I think he's got such a smooth stroke. Touches first there, 25.49. Singapore qualifying time is 55.13. He is already on the team for Singapore. So it is mainly just about how close he can get to his PB. Rhys Darby not too far behind him. And Cameron doing really well over there as well.
3 lanes from the top of the picture, yep. Cameron Venkun going well in 4th place at the moment. And it's going to be Will Ellard in lane 5 to hit the wall first. 55.73. Rhys Darby 56.38. Mark Thompson 57.94. Remember, it's the points that determine the final results. And Will Ellard with 918 points will get the gold medal. Rhys Darby silver. And the bronze medal will go to Mark Thompson.
Yeah, new season's best there for William Ellard. And yeah, really good swim from all of those swimmers there. And I think, you know, as we get to the end of the week, they're going to be a little bit more tired. Packed with S14 swimmers there, though, so really good for those guys to race against one another and try and get as close to the qualifying times as possible. But like I said, now 4 of those swimmers already on the qualifying, well, on the team for Singapore. So they have a lot to look forward to next year.
Will Ellard has got 918 points there, and he's still not getting the consideration time for the World Para Swimming Championships. That just shows you what a standard that consideration time is.
Yeah, definitely. It's really tough this year for the swimmers, but I think they've all done fantastically so far. The guys that have got the times and already gone under them, like we saw earlier with Cameron. So yeah, they've all done really well. Really proud of them.
2 swimmers now in the women's mixed classification 50 metres butterfly final. Iona Winifred and Nancy Jubb. Iona for Tunbridge and Nancy for Team Bath.
Yeah, close in classification as well. Nancy being an S6 swimmer and Iona being an S7. So, you know, times-wise they might be pretty close to one another, but Iona there 36.84. Both got PBs this morning. Nancy Jubb 41.42. So Nancy Jubb as well, a newer para swimmer onto the scene. Seen her progress over the past year or so, and she's done really well. So yeah, I remember swimming in this race last year, and I think there was only 2 of us again. So sometimes you can feel the pressure, only 2 of you in the race, but sometimes it makes it quite fun equally as well. So.
And with only 2, we'll only have a gold medal presented. There will be no silver medal.
No. And I believe Iona will have to go faster than this morning to get a gold medal. Is that right? Or is that different? I can't quite remember.
I think that's only if you're swimming on your own.
On your own. Oh, okay, perfect. So equally, whoever wins this medal will get the gold.
The one with the highest points total gets the gold medal, but we won't have a silver medal presented. Those are the rules. And here comes the women's mixed classification 50 metre butterfly final. Nancy Jubb is an S6 swimmer and Iona Winifred is S7. And remember, once again, it's about the points that will determine who wins the gold medal.
Yeah, definitely. Iona, silver medal last year in the 100 metres breaststroke, but equally got a really strong 200 metres individual medley. So utilise the 50 fly as much as possible to support that medley and that first length of that. And 36.84, which she did this morning, is a really strong first 50 time for her. Nancy Jubb next to her, S6. Obviously hasn't got the use of her legs, so will be using her arms as much as possible. But here comes Iona finishing now.
37.42. Only 0.8 of a second slower than this morning, so pretty close to that performance.
But Nancy Jubb there, PB, 40.69. Nearly a second under her time, which she did this morning. So she should be really pleased with that to go faster in both heat and final.
Brilliant performance. Iona gets the higher number of points, 685, so she'll get the gold medal. And there will only be 1 medal presented. So Iona Winifred for Tunbridge with 685 points there is our winner in the women's mixed classification 50 metres butterfly.
Iona as well, only 14 years old, so doing so well to compete at this level at such a young age. Balancing schoolwork and going training at the same time, which a lot of these athletes here this week have been doing. Like I said, GCSEs, A-levels, thinking about moving to university whilst also balancing competing at such a high level. They should all be really pleased with themselves.
Yeah, hats off to everybody who is juggling all of those things and still delivering when they get in the pool at the championships like this at the end of the season. So that's really impressive. We have 2 races still to come, and they are the frantic, the chaotic finals for men's 4x100 meters freestyle. So that's coming up in a moment, but first let's present some medals. We'll go back to the poolside.
The medal ceremony for the men's 13-14 years 100 meters butterfly. The medals will be presented by Gene Childs, technical official, Speedo Aquatics GB Next Gen Championships 2025. Bronze medalist, representing Repton, Jake Battle. Silver medalist, representing the borough of Kirklees, Jack Hurst. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Romsey and Totten, Henry Barker. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 15 years 100 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Peterborough, Jacob Bacon. Silver medalist, representing Oakhampton, James Biddick. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Leatherhead, Toby Hodgson. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 16 years, 100 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Millfield, Colton Dorfeld. Silver medalist, representing Corby, Ethan Sopimos. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Ramsbottom, Samuel Sutcliffe. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men's 17-18 years, 100 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Plymouth College, Matthew Hamilton. Silver medalist, representing Mount Kelly, Abdul-Jabbar Adama. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Plymouth Leander, Jack Brown. Please put your hands together for your medalists. Medal ceremony for the men's 19 years and over 100 meters butterfly. Joint bronze medalists. Representing Swansea University, Lewis Fraser. And representing Bath Performance Center, Jacob Peters. Silver medalist, representing Bath Performance Center, Joshua Gammon. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Nicholas Finch. Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Right, back to the pool then, and we have the relays to finish tonight, and it really is going to be the climax of this final session. We will have 80 swimmers to come in the pool in the final two races, believe it or not, and here they come. So it's the men's 14 to 16 years 400 freestyle 4x100 freestyle relay first. That is Wickham District A, who's swimming lane 0. Monty Smith, Martinez Kazakvicius, Benjamin McDougall and William Strong. You saw City of Birmingham A, Jensen Pickett, Jack Smith, Leroy Shee and Joshua Drury. That was Repton swimming just through there. Harvey J. Allsop, Joe Helps, Miles Willits and Jake Battle. There are Corby, Sam Brilka, Finley Dare, Lorenzo Kiolan and Ethan Soppett Moss. Now for Millfields, Wilfred Lee, Demetrius Tahanovs, George Pawlock and Caden Frampton. For lane 2, City of Sheffield, Thomas Wales, Jensen Owen, Oliver Claydon Smith and How Shee. Lane 6 for Ramsbottom, Owen Wilson, Charlie Wilcott, Cormac Whiteley and Samuel Sutcliffe. Lane 3 for Mount Kelly A, Edward Matheson, William Irvine, Kashopi Obatayimbo and Ruben Thomas. Lane 5, Guildford City A, they have Finley Richardson, Lucas Iwianya, Samuel Way and Samuel Hall. And the fastest team from the heats this morning, Millfield School A, and that is Oliver Murray, Jose Rodriguez, Colton Dorfield and Charles Phipps.
Great to see so many of them giving the crowd a wave as they come out. Guildford City A look proud to wear their Guildford top, definitely showing that off as they come out as well. So lovely to see that team spirit between all the swimmers down there on poolside.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? It's about team. We see a lot of individual swimming over the course of the finals and the week, but teams are what get these swimmers to where they are.
100%. Without the coaches, your parents taking you early morning, even the volunteers here this week as well. Definitely is a whole team to get all the swimmers here.
Here we go, men's 14 to 16 years, 4x100 metres freestyle relay final. So it's 2 lengths of the pool for each swimmer. They'll average something like 52, 54 seconds for their swims. So it's really frantic. Wickham District A have Monty Smith on the far side of the pool. Then it's Harvey J. Allsop for Repton, Thomas Wales for City of Sheffield, Edward Matheson for Mount Kelly A, Oliver Murray for Millfield School A, Finley Richardson for Guildford City A, Owen Wilson for Ramsbottom, Wilfred Lee for Millfield School B, Sam Brilker for Corby, and Jensen Pickett for City of Birmingham A.
Monty Smith in lane 0, Wickham District A going up really fast with Millfield School A at the moment. Really taking the lead, those two swimmers.
Difficult to say who's in third place at the moment, isn't it? Guildford City A probably with Finley Richardson in lane 5. Going in next then for Millfield School A, that's Jose Rodriguez. Second into the pool in lane 0, Wickham District A, that's Martinez Kazakavicius. In lane 5 for Guildford City A now, we have Lucas Iwianya. In lane 7 for Millfield School B, Demetrius Tahanovs. In lane 6 for Ramsbottom, that's Charlie Wilcock. In 2 for City of Sheffield, that's Jensen Owen. In 1 for Repton, Joe Helps. Corby now, they have got Finley Dare. City of Birmingham A have Jack Smith. And Mount Kelly A have William Irvine swimming.
Jose Rodriguez, we've seen him swim already earlier on this afternoon, so he's in for his second swim this evening. Still keeping that lead amongst the other swimmers.
And in lane 0, still going well, Wickham District A, but lane 5, Guildford City A with Lucas Iwianya really bringing them into contention. And 3 lanes from the top, lane 7, Millfield School B coming through as well. In goes Colton Dorfeld for Millfield School A. In goes Samuel Way for Guildford City A in second place. In third now, I would say, in the white cap on the far side of the pool in lane 7, that's George Porlock for Millfield School B. 3 lanes from the bottom, we've got Oliver Claydon Smith for City of Sheffield. Look at Benjamin McDougall in lane 0, near side of the pool. Also in there now, Leroy Shee for City of Birmingham A, Lorenzo Kiolan for Corby, Cormac Whiteley for Ramsbottom, and Kashopi Obiatimbo for Mount Kelly A. Also for Repton, Miles Willits is swimming.
Yeah, great to see Corby having a team here within my local county, Northamptonshire, so always good to see them represented on a national level.
In lane 3, that is Kashobi Obiatimbo bringing Mount Kelly A back into this. In lane 4, Charles Phipps is going last here for Millfield School A. In lane 5, it's going to be Samuel Hall for Guildford City A. And then in 7, Caden Frampton's in for Millfield School B. The other swimmers in there now, Joshua Drew for City of Birmingham A, Ethan Soppett Moss for Corby, Samuel Sutcliffe for Ramsbottom, Ruben Thomas for Mount Kelly A, How Shee for City of Sheffield, Jake Battle for Repton Swimming, and William Strong for Wickham District A.
Charles Phipps now really using his legs. That underwater there is fantastic as he heads into his last length. Lane 5 as well, Ruben Thomas from Mount Kelly A. Really driving as we approach the last length of this relay, heading through to the last 25 now for Millfield School.
Millfield School A in the lead then, followed by Guildford City A and by Ramsbottom. I think they'll be the 3 medalists. Millfield School A swam 3:31.31 in their heats. They're going to smash that. 3:29.72. Then it's Guildford City A, 3:34.02, and Ramsbottom 3:34.84. We heard from the Ramsbottom head coach at the start of this session.
Yes.
Only 12 hours of pool time they get each week. And he said that Samuel Sutcliffe was determined to put in a good performance to get his team a medal there. And then with the big teams, Ramsbottom have done that, a bronze with 3:34.84.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely something to remember, you know. All the different clubs here this week will have different access to the pools, whether that's a 25 metre, a 50 metre, even a 20 metre sometimes. I know at home we train in a 30-yard pool once or twice a week. So, you know, the different facilities they have across even the clubs here on this list right now is completely different to one another. So well done to all the clubs here that have done so well.
What a race.
What a race.
Great race.
Love a good relay.
We've got one more to come. You might just be able to see that the teams are celebrating their medal-winning performances there. And this is it, that team feeling, doing something together, celebrating together, all that hard work that goes into qualifying and being selected for these championships. So well done to everybody. Enjoy it. It's a great feeling, and those guys get to experience that this evening. And we're going to present 3 more medals. We're going to win 3 more medals in the next race, because next on the ball side will be the men's 17 years and over 4x100 metre freestyle relay. We just have a slight delay while the swimmers from the previous final clear away.
Yeah, Loughborough University going in lane 4. Really strong swimmers there, and they usually win the bucks every year at the swimming competition, so they'll definitely be the team to kind of look out for here. But Swansea University and Leeds only 3 seconds behind them, just under 3 seconds really. So yeah, definitely going to be a close one again, which is nice to see for a relay.
Yeah, let's introduce the teams then. Lane 9, Plymouth Leander, Jack Brown, Aidan Simons Brown, Ronnie Hallett and Reed Jones. Other side of the pool, guys. Lane 0 for Tadcaster, Ethan Bailin, Jacob Brown, Harry Courtney and Liam Dawson. Lane 8 for Wickham District A, Freddie Ashley Sparks, Finn Brookhoven, Maxwell Adams and Rufus Parry. Lane 1 will be Mount Kelly A, Rio Dowdu, Adam Bradley, Joseph Waite and Abdul Jabbar Adama. Lane 7 for Repton A, Zachariah Dale, Alex Andrews, Ewan Cox and Harry Mill. Lane 2, Swansea University B, Ryan Larkin, Oscar Barlow, Frankie Docking-Smith and Matt Burton. Lane 6 for University of Stirling, Aaron Olkers, George Smith, David Annis and Jamie Robertson. Lane 3, Swansea University A, Dan Jones, Oliver Gillett, Alexander Sargent and Lewis Fraser. Lane 5, City of Leeds A, Jordan Cooley, Charlie Broom, Matthew Rooney and Gabriel Shepherd. And in lane 4, Loughborough University with Joe Litchfield, Ruben Rowbottom Keating, Tyler Melbourne Smith and Alexander Cahoon. Pretty stacked final, this one.
Yeah, definitely. Really exciting to see how fast these boys can go over 100. Alex Cahoon, a very quick sprinter there from Loughborough. Like you say.
I feel like most of these teams are going with their fastest swimmers first.
Yes.
There's certainly a half of the teams, and that's certainly the aim, is to try and get themselves into this race early on. Looking at some of the names, let's see how that works out. It's the final of the men's 17 years and over 4x100 metres freestyle relay. In the first legs then, Jack Brown for Plymouth Leander, Freddie Ashley Sparks for Wickham District A, Zachariah Dale for Repton, Aaron Olkers for University of Stirling, Jordan Cooley for City of Leeds A, Joe Litchfield for Loughborough University, Dan Jones for Swansea University A, Ryan Larkin for Swansea University B, Mount Kelly A have Rio Dowdu in there, and Tadcaster have Ethan Bailin. Jordan Cooley turning first in lane 5 for City of Leeds A. And second at that turn, Swansea University A with Dan Jones. And when you think about how Loughborough University finished in the heats, this is an example of those teams putting their fastest swimmers in first.
Yeah, Mount Kelly as well, doing really strong in lane 1. More of that outside lane competition.
In next for City of Leeds A, that's Charlie Broom. For Swansea University A, it's Oliver Gillett. For Wickham District A, it's Finn Brookhoven. For Mount Kelly A, Adam Bradley swimming. Plymouth Leander have Aidan Simons Brown in. Loughborough University with Ruben Rowbottom Keating. University of Stirling, that's George Smith. Tadcaster have Jacob Brown. Swansea University B, they have Oscar Barlow, and Repton have Alex Andrews. City of Leeds A still leading from Swansea University A, but watch lane 4 coming through now. Ruben Rowbottom Keating for Loughborough University, and also going well in 6, George Smith for the University of Stirling. It'll be lane 3, Swansea University A, I think first into the water with Alexander Sargent. Then for City of Leeds A, Matthew Rooney. University of Stirling have David Annis. Loughborough University have Tyler Melbourne Smith. Started fourth there, but he's getting right up amongst it now. Wickham District A have Maxwell Adams swimming. Plymouth Leander, Ronnie Hallett. Mount Kelly A with Joseph Way. Swansea University B with Frankie Docking-Smith. Repton A, they have Ewan Cox in there, and Harry Courtney is swimming for Tadcaster.
Lane 4, 5 and 6 really turning together there, and Tyler Melbourne Smith from Loughborough University really picking up the pace, really see how his stroke rate is increasing, kind of using a bit of that straight arm technique as he heads into the last 10 metres or so.
Alexander Sargent holding off the challenge though at the moment for Swansea University A. In for them goes Lewis Fraser, followed by Alexander Cahoon for Loughborough University. They're the leading two. Third at the moment in lane 6, that's James Robertson for University of Stirling. Jamie Robertson, excuse me. In lane 4, Gabriel Shepherd, or fourth place, Gabriel Shepherd for City of Leeds A. And then we have Mount Kelly A with Abdul Jabbar Adama. The other swimmers in the ball, Reed Jones for Plymouth Leander, Wickham District A, Rufus Parry, Harry Milne for Repton Swimming A. We have Matt Burton in for Swansea University B and Liam Dawson for Tadcaster.
Alex Cahoon really making that move, definitely one of the fastest sprinters out of the team here. And he definitely has made that lead greater for Loughborough University as he heads into the last 10 metres.
It looks like gold for Loughborough University then, and silver may be for Swansea University A, and bronze for University of Stirling. What a finish, 3:19.35. We thought Loughborough University were quick in the heats. They're even quicker in the final by over a second. Swansea University A with 3:20.26. Over 3 seconds quicker than they swam in the heats, and that explains how they went from third place in the heats to second in the final. University of Stirling 3:20.54, also dropping 4 seconds from the heats. City of Leeds A, they swam 3:20.91 there, and they were almost 3 seconds quicker in the final.
Wickham District A as well, who went out really strong at the start of that relay, 3:25.35. Entry time of, well, this morning 3:26.62, so they're also faster.
Great swimming. We'll have medals in a moment. After the medals, we'll come back with Maisie and we'll wrap up this final session and find out what she's enjoyed tonight the most. Let's present the medals then to all of the remaining swimmers. We're going back down to poolside.
Well, don't go anywhere just yet because medal presentations will be on the way very soon. That is the swimming complete from today, which means you've seen all the performances, which means it's the perfect time while we wait for the ceremonies to get online and vote for your coach of the day. Is there a team maybe in one of those relays? You know the coach behind that team has worked so hard to get them a medal. Do you know of an individual performance that you've seen throughout tonight's final session and you know just how hard the coach has worked with that athlete to get them the outcomes and the results that they desire? Then now's your time to get the recognition for that coach. Scan the QR code on the screen right now, and in conjunction with Speedo and the British Swimming Coaches Association, we'll give them some recognition tomorrow. Vote now for your coach of the day. The medal ceremony for the women's 15 years, 50 meters butterfly. The medals will be presented by Roger Pryor, President, Swim England. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Cardiff, Edith Lee. Silver medalist, representing Guildford City, Scarlett Shepherd. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing the city of Bristol, Favour Umo. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 16 years, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing the city of Norwich, Olivia Greenall. Silver medalist, representing Basildon Phoenix, Jasmine Carter. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing Inverclyde, Abigail McKerney. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 17-18 years, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Basildon Phoenix, Sky Carter. Joint gold medalists, representing Mount Kelly, Blythe Kinsman. And representing Mount Kelly, Flavia Camzol. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's 19 years and over, 50 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Northampton, Betsy Wizard. Silver medalist, representing the University of Stirling, Lucy Grieve. Gold medalist and next gen champion, representing the city of Sheffield, Kate Clifton. Please put your hands together for your medalists. Medal ceremony for the men's multi-classification 100 meters butterfly. Bronze medalist, representing Bolton Metro, Mark Thompson. Silver medalist, representing Cambrian, Rhys Darby. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Norwich Swan, William Ellard. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the women's multi-classification 50 meters butterfly. Gold medalist and Next Gen champion, representing Tonbridge, Iona Winifrith. Please put your hands together for your medalist. The medal ceremony for the men's 14-16 years 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Bronze medalists, Ramsbottom, represented by Owen Wilson. Charlie Wilcock, Cormac Whitley, and Samuel Sutcliffe. Silver medalists, Guildford City, represented by Samuel Hall, Samuel Way, Lucas Owienya, and Finley Richardson. Gold medalists and Next Gen champions, Millfields, represented by Charles Phipps. Colton Dorfeld, Jose Rodriguez, and Oliver Murray. Please put your hands together for your medalists. The medal ceremony for the men 17 years and over, 4x100 meters freestyle relay. Bronze medalists, the University of Stirling, represented by Jamie Robertson, David Annis, George Smith, and Aaron Ockers. Silver medalists, Swansea University A, represented by Lewis Fraser. Oliver Gillett. Alex Sargent. And not Dan Jones. Gold medalists and Next Gen champions, Loughborough University. Represented by Joe Litchfield. Ruben Robotham Keating. Tyler Melvin Smith. And Alex Cahoon. Please put your hands together for your medalists.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Maisie Summers-Newton, thank you again for joining us on the commentary tonight.
Thank you. It's been fun.
It's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Before we leave, tell us about your highlight for tonight, as if I need to ask. I think I know what it's going to be.
Yeah, I think everyone will know it's definitely Cameron's 200 IM. I was so proud of him this morning going 2:10. That was definitely a marker point for him to go at the end of this season. And then he obviously just had a brilliant rest, fueled up well, and yeah, went 2:08. Can't quite remember the point now, but under the Singapore qualifying time, which is amazing for him. And yeah, I think if anyone deserves to go to Singapore, it's definitely Cameron. He puts in so much effort, so much hard work, such a hard worker in and out of the pool. And like I said earlier, you know, during COVID, he rode himself to the Mount Kelly pool, which was an hour and 15 away in all different weathers. And yeah, no, I'm so proud of him. So he's definitely one of my highlights for tonight.
And what do you think it does for him to get that time?
I think it just means the world to him.
Yeah.
Like, swimming is his life. Like, that's everything he does in his day. And yeah, he just works so hard for it, and his whole life just revolves around swimming. So no, I'm so proud of him. Yeah, so proud. Can't wait to watch him in Singapore now.
That'll be in 2 months' time. World
Exactly.
Power Swimming Championships there. Thank you once again, Maisie Summers-Newton.
Thank you.
You'll be back with us tomorrow night.
Yes, I will be.
Brilliant. We'll look forward to that. Join us again in the morning at 8:45. We'll be back here for heats. And thank you once again for your support for everybody here, for the swimmers. We've seen some great performances, and we really do appreciate your support. We will see you again tomorrow.